My cabbages!
Low, low, man.
Ah, my cabbages!
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Andrew Esquire. Welcome to Legal Minds, where we teach you to be your own judge. Today, we're going to be reviewing some crazy stuff. We're going to be reviewing Ramsey's crazy night out. It was an insane night. And we're going over it today. We're going over a lot today. So not all 3 hours. We're going to go through a compilation reel. There have been some people putting things together, but don't worry. We have it all. We have it all, even if we don't go over all of it live here today. But oh boy, it is great. It is the gift that keeps on giving. I might say that is Ramsey Khalid Ismail. Just when you think, oh, he's clearly gone as far as he could go. He clearly, has dug himself in deep. The next day, he digs himself in even deeper. And it's really insane how this individual continues to dig himself deeper and deeper into holes and get himself into situations that put him under higher levels of legal scrutiny in South Korea. We're going to talk about it all today. And today, there's so much that I'm not even able today to fully catalog all of the potential crimes. Although we'll talk today about the ones that are most likely, I guess. There's some that are pretty clear on the video. There's so many. But that said, it was a crazy night. Well, what happened in general? What happened was he decided to, start drinking and start streaming. And we've got a lot of clips here, a lot of stuff to show you guys. So it's going to be an interesting night. Make sure you smash the like button on the way in, and we'll get to it today. Also, thank you for all the gift memberships. Once again, I'm going to read off a couple that got in before my software loaded up. So thank you, Jarhead1975, for becoming a BLM member. Also, Bama for becoming a BLM member, and Bama for gifting 10 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you so much. And Crimson Splat as well. Thank you for those deeply appreciated, Crimson Splat and Bama. Thank you. Bama spelled B-A-M-A, as it should be. And then we've got Big Buddhist with 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And we've got Gamma as a new member. Welcome. And Andrew Dale as a new member. Welcome. Resilia says, good morning. Glad I caught a stream on time. Yeah, I was on time today. Danielle, JP, ban anybody or time them out for 10 seconds, because that's totally serious. That's like a Hassan ban on Twitch. It's totally serious, but it's like for 2 seconds. Definitely time out anybody who said I was late. I want them all timed out for 10 seconds. All of them. They all need to go to the naughty corner. I was exactly on time today, precisely on time today. So thank you guys for that. Gemma says, I'm not new. I know you're not new, but it showed you're as a new member. I guess you was it you renewed, I guess, the membership? So yeah, no, it just showed up on my software. So it is what it is. I know you're not new. Oh, I know you're not new. Let's see. Richard Fowler says, I endured the RKI stream yesterday and lost neurons. Well, you're going to lose some more today. You're going to lose a lot today. There's not enough whiskey in Ireland for this. So today I'm just hydrating because I think after this stream I'm gonna have to have a cold one. But this is absolutely crazy. So strap in for this one. Get ready. Get some tea. Get some coffee. If it's evening where you're at, you can have a beer. You can have a wine. Whatever. This is a good one. Guten Tag. I will say this to my German friends today. To my German friends, Entschuldigung. There's some bad stuff that happens tonight, perhaps involving the word, and my German friends will get this and we'll eventually get to it. For a word that is both the name of a little girl and Heather, There's an incident that happened, of course, which may get this stream in trouble in Germany. I do apologize to my German friends. I'm not trying to get you in trouble with the thought police here tonight. I'll give my German people a warning so you guys could go into the bunker before I play that one. But yeah, it was a little bit of an incident tonight. We'll call it an Austrian painter incident, if you know what I mean. Okay. So thank you. Mephistic Miasma for Ted says at this point, locking up Ramsey is doing him a favor. So let me clarify this right now, and I'm going to say it again at the end because people are filing in. He is not detained. There is a big difference between arrested and detained. Arrested, okay, they brought him to the station. That's an arrest. They brought him to the station, and he was arrested. And he was temporarily detained, but he's not detained permanently before trial. That's not happening here yet. Right. Yet. Now, there may be some decisions that are made in the future, and we'll see at the April 9th case what happens with all the things that have happened. It's up in the air. But it certainly, he is making the case to be detained. That's true. But he is not yet behind bars. He's still in Hank's place, living his best life. We'll talk about it. Jim Dawson for 5 says spending 6 years in Korea and Japan, or by best life. That's completely ironic. Obviously, sniffing Hank's used towels and being cramped up every night with that dude is not your best life. I love both countries. They're like a second home. I hate how Cabbage Boy's abuse of privilege has been given. Yes, exactly. The Japanese people, the Korean people are kind. They are understanding. They have an interesting culture. They're relatively, patient. And I love visiting both countries. I will visit. I'll be in both countries as long as I live. I absolutely love them for different reasons, but they're great countries. And I know a lot of people there. I have a lot of friends there, fellow expats in those countries. And it is really a lesson in being an absolute asshole because you can. And it's just for clout and attention, right? At the end of the day, you being an asshole is, something that, look, it's not always illegal. It is not always illegal. And I'm going to be clear tonight with things that are or are not illegal. But it's something that certainly people notice and people are not kind to. And tonight, there's a lot of that in addition to stuff that is criminal, right? So there are things that are criminal, but there's a lot of stuff that's just rude. And there's a way he speaks to people that are just, it's disgusting, especially older people, women. It's really nasty. It's vile behavior. And once again, you can say you're playing a character. It doesn't make it any better. I said that yesterday, him saying, oh, I'm this Johnny Somali character. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't make it better or okay. Raisin Drag says last night was priceless indeed. Dawnbreaker for 1999. Hey, he says morning, Andrew, and all morning. Morning. Very Vox for 10 says greetings from Austria. Oh, Grüß Gott. I love there was this meme I saw today, which is German in different countries. In Germany, it sounds like everybody's arguing with each other. In Austria, it sounds a little bit more poetic, right? Even if you're just ordering a schnitzel, it sounds a little bit more poetic. In Switzerland, even German-speaking people are just nodding and smiling and pretending they know what they're saying, which is so true. It's like, Swiss, very cool. Very, very good. Very good one. And I have a surprising amount of Germanic speakers in the chat, so shout out to all you guys. Ramsey got arrested when you were streaming. Crazy. I know each night whenever I stream, it like summons the demon in Ramsey. So I guess that's just a thing that happens. Although it won't happen tonight because he is still suspended on party. So I don't expect he'll be streaming tonight, but it is very funny that I trigger him so badly. And I do think that is a thing. Cope and see, Johnny. Cope and see. There's some big coping. Thank you for that. Let's just tell Johnny how much he has to cope right now. He has to cope. We already have 61 new members, and I've been streaming for 10 minutes. That's super base. Thank you guys so much. And let's make a goal here. Let's see. For the for the Hank's New Towel Fund. Yeah, we'll have to get a new towel sent to Hank. That'll be good. That'll be good. Roy Donino for 15 says, could RSI just do it to get arrested because he can't afford to stay at Hank's anymore? Maybe there is a jilted lover theory, because Hank was a little MIA last night, and we're going to talk about that. Was Ramsey cheating on Hanky Poo? Well, we're going to talk about it tonight. Jonathan Holmes for 2000 says, when is the next court date? April 9th. Oh, you're in Daegu. Awesome. The Daegu bros. I also started in Daegu. A lot of my friends start in Daegu when they come to Korea. It is April 9th in the morning. I think it's still 10:10. And room 406 of the Western District Courthouse. So let me say that one more time. Room 406, courtroom 406, which is the same one I was in front of. 10:10 in the morning. I think I'll confirm that in the Western District Courthouse in Seoul, April 9th. Toda for 5 gifted legal mindset memberships. Thank you so much. Bloomin' Days. RKI was clearly coping and seething and will always be coping and seething for his next trial. Indeed. Michael Schmidt for €5. Fünf says, Grüße nochmal zu dir aus Deutschland und natürlich zu allen Legal Mindset fans. I hope now he gets real punishment. Yes, he needs it. He needs it. Bloomaboo. Good afternoon from the UK. I hope everyone's okay. Unreal says, any comment on the cancel? No, not really. Not at all. No. There's some folks out there that want to like gatekeep information on Johnny Somali, but my view on Johnny Somali is like, with other channels too. Clip my content, use my content as much as I want. I'm not the owner of Johnny Somali. Johnny Somali is not like anybody's like thing, right? So the more people that cover him, the better. And that's my perspective on this, right? And I know, like, for example, 15 Minutes of Shame was in the chat the other day talking about his copyright strike. And I was like, hey, good luck to you. He's striking everybody, appeal. I want all the channels to cover it. Now, I do want them to cover it accurately. And I will give people a little bit of shit when they don't cover stuff accurately, but it's open up for everybody to cover Johnny. DJ Case for 10. Thank you so much. Jose Sepulveda for 20. Thank you. Asha Barden says, oh dear. Callie says, Legal Mindset, can I pay you $10 to have less disturbing thumbnails? Wait a second. You didn't enjoy this? Prepare content warning for you're going to have a exposed nipple, so prepare for male nipple. Okay, what this was too much for you guys? You couldn't handle that? Wait. Everybody in the chat.
No. Wait.
Get the eye bleach. Sam Bright says, never write a check, your booty can't cash. Oh, wise words for him. Real quick, Sidstar Luchai, thank you, Kopkun Cup, to the 5 Legal Mindset memberships, and Andres with 50 Legal Mindset memberships. Whoa, buddy. I mean, that's some big
emotional damage.
And we'll roll a little. We know Ramsey sees that because he's watching this now. He can't stream, so you know what he's doing.
You are coping the seething.
Coping hard at these gains. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Andres. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Jay Prez, become a new member. Welcome. And then we got a big one from Ken Mead for 100 Aussie. Crikey. Please put this towards seeking justice delivered to this absolute buffoon. Between you and the team behind you, I've been trying to keep up to date with this legal journey through your coverage of other folks. This nonsense news. Yes, thank you so much. I want to give a big shout out to my translator and my good friend, Dr. Ulrich Naud. You guys have seen him on the channel as well. Dr. Ulrich, he is Goryeo Dynasty on X. He just posted a really good article, The Criminal Descent of Johnny Somali, on his Substack. This is actually really well written. If you want to check this out, he links also to Atozi and me. right? And he's met with both of us. He gives a really good analysis and a really good breakdown. We'll talk about some of the criminal acts that he may have broken today, specifically involving, not just obstruction, obviously, right? But also prank calls and brandishing the airsoft rifle, which I believe is an airsoft rifle. There's just a lot of stuff he broke, but shout out to him, the good doctor. Also, there's another team of people that also do other translation and other compilation. Some of them want to be secret. Some of them are going to be more public, maybe in the future. But they have been helping me with this, and I couldn't do this without other people. I couldn't do this by myself, and I'm not doing this by myself. This is a team of people, an international team of people from all places, from Korea, Japan, Israel, from Thailand, everywhere. This is a united front. America, right? Canada. There's people all over. There's spies in Johnny's discords at the highest level. They couldn't do it without all those people, and I do really deeply appreciate that. Thank you for that. Sephiroth. I love Final Fantasy VII. I played so much of it. The original. I haven't played the next remake. I need to get that on PC at some point when I have a life. But thank you so much for the 10. And then Vlox with 50 Legal Mindset memberships. Cabbage Boy is going to have some salt tonight. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Alert as a new member, Shadow 91869 gifted 20 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you, Shadow. So just for Johnny here in his cope, what does that put us up to? I think that we're above 250. Is that 300 almost? Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. Thank you guys so much for the very generous support. Thank you. Eagles Talent says, I'm low on eye bleach. Can I not watch the videos? No, you must watch them all because I suffered through them, and therefore I am subjecting you to them. Although I will do you guys a little favor. Let's watch something fun first, okay? So this is a real video. This is a funny video. This is from 2016, okay? This is a funny video. This is a real video. So in 2016, the Ramsey, before he was Johnny Somali, actually had an appearance on in his internet TV fame here. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but this is a little hidden Ramsey history. And it's absolutely funny because it relates to it kind of relates to him. So we're gonna watch this one here. This is 2016. Remember, this is 2016. This is real. This is not made up. This is not fake. Watch this.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm Dawson.
Ramsey.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Hey, I'm Dawson.
Ramsey.
Ramsey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, man. So I just moved here, not really know anybody. I'm just trying to meet people. I just wondered if you maybe wanted to hang out or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
All right. What is it? What's your number?
Nah, man.
Wait. Did he get out of there? Oh shit. Did he get away? Hey, get back here.
Which relates to him because it's like, yeah, he could be shoved in that box too. So that's the old dwarf in the suitcase prank. The old dwarf in the suitcase. Mind you, he is not much bigger than the dwarf, right? So when the dwarf was standing up, he's almost Ramsey's height. You got to understand that. But that was a great prank. That was like Chef's Kiss perfect prank. And I just wanted to warm you guys up because we have a lot of stuff here that's not funny. That actually objectively is funny. Like when Ramsey talks about content, if he'd done prank videos like that, that's actually funny. That's actually really, really funny. So once again, you can have content that doesn't like disturb people and break their culture and offend them and create crimes. That's genuine fun, right? People say he was in on it, but even if he was in on it, it doesn't matter. That's the type of content that I'm okay with that. That's great content, right? So once again, when people say like, oh, you can't create content unless you're a nuisance, we all know that's BS. So some fun stuff. I found that today, so I want to share it with you guys. Jose Sepulveda with another 10 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you so much. Also, Andre says, can I get a long man meme for him at 50? Yeah, absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. Hold on one second. Get you some long man.
Long man. 이해하는人.
Remember that one for you, Andres. A lot of long there. Blake says the worst part of the arrest video was the constant nipple. Yeah, it is weird. Sebastian Mula says you need a new insanity plea. It's getting rough with the insanity plea. Oh gosh. Okay. Let me say hello to some of the rest of you guys. Then we're going to continue with this. I will get all the super chats as always. Bama for 10 says one final one to make the goal. Can we get an emotional damage for Johnny and Hank in their possibly damaged relationship? Of course you can.
Emotional damage.
Relationship with them may never be the same. Mercenary says, I think that prank's what set him on the path. I don't think so. That was wholesome. Relatively. Sky Ranger for €5 says, Guten Tag from Germany. Finally catching one of your streams. Do you think Hank may drop Ramsey at some point like a hot cabbage? I think it's possible he may turn on him, but there needs to be a consequence. So I think if the police pushed Hank, I think he would turn coat. But he needs to be pushed in the right way and threatened in the right way. Rico said, you banishing us to the naughty corner is a form of punishment. In fact, we relish it. Enjoy getting showered. Thank you, Rico. Callie's Rabbit said, hey, Legal Mindset, can I pay you 10 to have a less subserving thumbnails? No. Andre says, hello, gorgeous Legal Mindset. Now, Somali will be stuck in prison for good, or will they release him? He is released. He is out. I know. We'll talk about it. Also, Jose said, today, celebramos. Thank you so much for the memberships and the super chat. Anthony said, I know we're expecting 1 to 7 years right now, but what is the max he could get currently? And could he let people early for good behavior and insanity? No, good behavior and insanity are not something. Right now, the maximum he could get is 10 years in this Western District Court case. The Eastern District case hasn't started. So the most, like, the maximum he could get that's public right now is 10. However, if we get the deepfake charge, we're looking at something that could be up to 20, right? Depending on how they decide to charge that one, right? That's the max, but that's not the realistic number, because in Korean courts, they almost never give the max. It's rare they give the max. Although Ramsey is making a damn good case for giving the maximum punishment. There's an argument to be made, a legal argument, that the maximum punishment exists for a reason, and Ramsey Khalid Ismail is the reason for the maximum punishment. I mean, that's an argument you can make with a straight face. Mog's Emulation Station says, was watching the VOD of your last stream discussing Ramsey with some fellow folks. As an expat living in Sweden for the last decade, he gives me some image. If you were a furry, what animal would you be? Wait, what? If Ramsey was a furry, he'd be a goblin. I don't think about that myself. I've never mused that myself. Credo says, I know he'll likely only be getting 5-ish years, but I'm still hoping it's 30 years in the cabbage field. Thanks for coming. It's possible if they bring other charges, but with what they have on the table, we've got 10 max. And so I in good faith cannot say more than that right now, but it's possible more can happen. Bama says 3,600 watching, only 82 likes. Not correct. We have almost 6,000 watching, and there's only a mere 1,000 likes. So come on, guys. 6,000 watching. Let's get to 3,000. Nick Brown says, for Hank's broken heart and a lover's quarrel. Short name Alex for 100,000 dong says, greeting from Vietnam once again. Your thumbnail work is crazy today. Ramsey makes it easy for me. He makes it easy. Let's get these last member chats and then we'll go. Keith Mills gifted 5 Legal Mindset memberships. Thank you. And then Loaded Demigod said, here to say hi. Missed some streams because of exams. Good. I hope you did well in your exams. Everybody else, there's 24 more super chats. I will get to all of you later. I have a very good summary of what happened to Johnny today. And here's my favorite video. This is not something that happened today. This happened a while ago. However, this video is the perfect summation of what happened to Johnny. This is the perfect metaphor in video format for what happened to Johnny. Watch this.
Okay. Whoa! Ooh.
Let's watch that one more time, shall we?
Okay. Whoa! Ooh.
This is the perfect explanation in a bottle. Mwah. This is his life right now. This is his life right now. This is just it crystallizes everything. It says everything you need to know. If I turn this stream off, that is what his life is. That is what his life is right now. It's both pathetic and like almost like hilarious, but if people weren't getting hurt, it would be funny. But the problem is that people are indeed getting harmed, and that's the real issue. Okay. So I guess we'll start with the stuff that might get us in trouble in Germany. Okay. My German friends, es tut mir leid. We're about to get into a little bit of stuff that it might be a little bit sensitive. So, if you've got any governments, you might want to turn on a VPN or, just hope Angela Merkel's not looking over your shoulder because you might get in trouble for this. Just real quick warning here. So, Johnny at first was kind of being a relatively good streamer, but there was a distinctive point at which the night kind of took a turn, right? The night kind of took a turn, and that happened when he went to a restaurant called Egg Slut, which is actually a really good restaurant. It's kind of a good hangover food in Korea. All Westerners like it. Almost all Westerners like it. And you're gonna be able to tell real quick, when a night goes downhill, it kind of starts like this. This is how nights go downhill.
Berto sent $10.
I think we can kind of picking up on the bars of the most important marching, the most popular marching song in World War II. That happened, which by the way by itself has no political content, but certainly Johnny is just playing this because he likes music, right? Certainly he's just playing this because he likes music, right? Yeah. I'm not going to show all of this or play all of this, but that's how kind of that started. And it ended with him copying his buddy Hank over here and doing a little bit of a Roman salute there in the Egg Slut, right? Yeah. Which, by the way, that's Hank back in the U.S. He was big into that. So the question is, who did it better? Was it Johnny or Hank? Really, was it Johnny or Hank? I mean, most people have said Hank so far, but Johnny. That's Johnny yesterday. So Johnny yesterday. So that's how the night started. So it's going to be a hell of a night when that's kind of how the night starts, right? People in the chat are saying, "Oh, let's do a poll." Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I got this. Okay. Who did it better? Hank, Ramsey, or okay. I'll just put it there. Okay. Let's see. Hank, Ramsey, or let's do it. Let's do another option here. We'll just do that. We'll just do three there. There's a comical one there. There's a comical one. Rare and Roku for $4.99 says, at this rate, we might have to undergo a new meme format. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. By the way, I want to call somebody out who made a meme. Whoever made this meme of me, I'm going to ban you permanently from my chat forever. Whoever made the Drake meme of me as the sausage guy from 5 Hearts Under One Roof, fuck you. Whoever did this. By the way, I love that game, and the sausage guy is a hilarious add-on to that game. If you've never played the game 5 Hearts Under One Roof, very good Korean game. Gran is best girl. I can imagine a redo of 5 Hearts Under One Roof. It's 5 charges, 1 streamer. That's the legal mindset version. Very hilarious. Thank you, my locals community, for making that one. That was a good one. Vladimir says, will the Korean judge say fait unsere accuse at the next hearing? No, but that'd be funny. Devil's Advocate for 5 says sick for nearly a week, but gotta chill with the rest of you and watch our favorite self-destructing clown. Absolutely. Let's see here. Do you expect the judge to address Johnny Smile's comments towards him? No. They're gonna, unless there's an extra charge related to it. If there's a charge related to it, yes. Jordan says, when Ramsey finally goes to prison, I wonder how long before he sneaks in a head of cabbage, draws a face, and makes his own Wilson. Not long. Vikram says, do you think Ishmael will one day turn a new leaf and transform his life and live stream himself, changing people's lives for the better? The only leaf he will be turning is the cabbages. All right, let's get some of these member chats and we're going to keep moving here. Mog Simulation Station for 10. Death Corpse of Krieg for 10 for the Emperor. Alfonso Oro for another 10. And Platty for 10. Thank you guys for bringing us up here. To over, is that over 300? Over 300. Thank you so much. I'll play the over 9,000. That's got to be played for this. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. You know, Johnny is coping hard for that one. All right. So let's get into a little bit more of what went down last night, shall we? So there's a lot of stuff that happened, and some of which I don't have in my main compilation. One thing I'm going to talk about, I believe this was in 15 Minutes of Shame in his video, but he had a lot of video of the airsoft gun. So this is not a real weapon. Obviously, guns are illegal in Korea. This is not a real gun. It is probably an airsoft gun, if not just a totally non-functional replica. So it's probably totally non-functional, or a BB gun or airsoft gun or something like that. The interesting thing here with the gun is he was menacing people with it, kind of making threats, etc. with it. And also there's a question of whether or not Hank should even have a gun in the first place, even a replica, because he's guilty of a gun crime in America. So it might actually be the case that Hank really shouldn't even have this in the first place. And menacing people, even with a prank gun, as my good friend Dr. Ulrich Naud wrote on his Substack, in Korea, even using a fake gun for a prank video is technically a crime. So this right here, and by the way, this is also a pretty good thumbnail. Let me just, I'm getting a ton of good thumbnails just from like talking about stuff. Let me just go ahead and do a little snippy here. Okay, that's a good one. All right, that's money. So this is probably a crime. And once again, these are all things that the police can choose or not choose to charge. And also, I want to note that this is the Eastern District. So this is where Hank lives. The Eastern District has been far less aggressive than the Western District in Hongdae and Mapo. They're taking their sweet time. They're being a lot more forgiving than the other districts. So that speaks to the fact that different parts of the city can handle things different. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to charge them with anything ever, but that also might mean they have a different strategy, or they have different prosecutors. They definitely have different prosecutors that may take a different approach to how they deal with these crimes. So understand that districts do things differently, right? Ultrafine Point says, Janky Salami does not represent America. I am laser focused on this motherfucker. He is not MAGA. I am MAGA. I hope he draws the rope in jail. Yet his pretending to be MAGA is completely fake. I mean, he does things. He says things of every single political party. In fact, I'll tell you what. He says he's MAGA, but also he says he's George Floyd. And I'm not kidding. They actually went out and called himself George Floyd here. So, like, once again, he uses every single political cause to his advantage, right? So he's going to try to say whatever about whatever, right? So once again, I can't make this up. This is his handle in Discord. So this is his comment in Discord, right? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. People are like, no, he didn't. Yes, he 100% did. This is completely real. So he'll say whatever it is. And once again, you can't believe anything he says. So a lot of times people will say, well, Andrew, he said this, he said X, he said Y. you can't listen to pretty much anything Ramsey says. That's why he's kind of a completely non-credible witness. That's why you can't really take anything he says seriously at all, really. So, yeah. Let's see here. All right. Okay. We'll start with playing this. Also one more thing I wanted to mention as well. I will say I was wrong about something. That's right. Look at me. I'm admitting I was wrong. I didn't think he actually had this, but he does have a geolocating watch that tracks his location and that can call the police. He does have this watch is a police watch. So essentially, when he dings it on the side, it calls the police. So this is true. This is true. So the police did give him this. And I do have a little bit of an issue with the police and the way that they are handling him very lightly. I do think the police are being a little bit soft on him in this district, and it could be because it's the Eastern District. Now, people say it's to track him or it's for safety, whatever. But during this video, does several prank calls using this watch. So it's not just a smartwatch; it's actually like his tracking device, right? And they can geolocate him with the watch, right? All right. Anthony says, but you're a nuisance streamer to RKI. That's damn right. You're damn right. Geodax says, I am late, but bloody hell, you are going to be making bank with farming. Don't even work yourself. Enjoy. Yeah, once again, the cabbages, they flow. The cabbages must flow. Cabbages must flow. C Chan says, hey, Andrew, I've been reading Arcane nonsense. I've been working towards having him legally prohibited from entering Singapore. Awesome. I've submitted information to the ICA. Awesome. That's great news. And there's a lot of other countries where, if he ever tries to come there after he gets out from Korea, I think we should do the best we can to prevent him from going there, especially countries in Asia. Just say, hey, let's just keep him out. It's easier that way. It's just easier that way. Justin Tan, this one I'm going to get because it's a different message. Says for 10 Australian, long-time watcher, first-time super chat, and only just finished catching up in your last stream. YouTube failed to notify. It's unfortunate. YouTube does it sometimes. Streamer life. Here is to staying up currently almost 2 a.m. from down under. Crikey! Well, thank you so much for that. Appreciate your first super chat. Welcome to the channel, and I hope you're enjoying my coverage. Truly. So I was wrong about that. I thought that Hanky Poo was his communicator. Now, to be very clear, Hank does call the police for him and does do that repeatedly. So Hanky Poo is still prime in his life. Although he did cheat on Hank last night, and we're going to talk about that. Hi from Aberdeen, Scotland. Keep up the good work. My pleasure. Let's see here. Side note, Ruby says, people say Jack Arsh is responsible for nuisance streamers. I disagree. Guys like Johnny Knoxville were crazy, but the rest of them never hurt and harass people. Yeah, I don't think like the Jackass era is responsible for nuisance streamers. We could do like what's really at fault, but ultimately I focus on who's criminal, right? And we're at the criminal stage. Dalton Wang, excuse me, for 99 says, can't imagine what's worse RKI can do than live streaming himself stalking someone and evading police. This is pretty bad today. Death Corp says, so what do you think of the consequences will look like if you charge multiple false 1112 calls? And do you think he will be made an example of? It's possible. Okay, let's start the video. So a lot of you guys don't know what happened, so we're going to watch the video here. Thank you guys for all the super chats. So this is Johnny's big night out. Now he starts his big night out with another man who is not Hank. I know. And by the way, in the chat, we had 2,000 votes on the poll. Who did it better, Hank, Ramsey, or the Austrian painter? The Austrian painter won with 57%. 30% say Hank and Ramsey. So out of Hank and Ramsey, it's definitely Hank, but they're no Austrian painter. Thanks, guys. Wholesome, totally Germany approved chat. My German viewers in the chat, I do apologize if I get you sent to the gulag. I do deeply apologize. Okay. Es tut mir leid. So here they are. And the one thing that I heard from everybody who was watching him is that in the beginning of the stream last night, he was being relatively a good boy, but things went downhill quickly. So we'll go and play this.
What do you like better? Teach me. You Korean. Tell me the way. Maybe Korean. Somek. Yeah, Somek. Let's do it. Let's do it. Somek, let's go.
That is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that's a good clip.
You know, song police hate me. Yes, I know. Oh, my niggas throwing up. These Koreans can't handle Somali stuff.
All right, we're gonna do a little fast forwarding past that. You guys don't need to see the throwing up. That's pretty graphic, and there's children out there, so we're gonna we'll skip past that one. I'll get a super chat to break it up here. Ross says, do you have any suggestions for Americans who want anti-nuisance streamer legislation at the state and federal representatives? Make it an aggravating factor, make it instant harassment. I like aggravating factor. Ross, I think you maybe have emailed me. I was going to get back to you. I've got a lot on my plate. I think that it should always be aggravating if you're streaming. And I think that should be not just in America, everywhere. I think that'd be great. Also, Michael Muddragon says in prison he'll suffer from emotional damage. Oof. InDevDev says we may be underestimating Johnny's genius. I think his plan is to dig himself a hole so deep he ends up back in the U.S. and doesn't have to spend time in Korean prison. Jordan also says a GPS watch. All that is needed is a pizza box. And David Miller says happy salty Somali Saturday. Sorry, Mr. Femboy Friday. I know. We're back for salty Saturdays. Thank you. And then last, before I continue, Alistair 683 says I saw this happen. I stood up and laughed out loud. I can't wait to see Legal Mindset stream this. Look forward to it all night. Oh, it's great. Let's continue.
Let's see what we're gonna do right now.
So, okay, the one thing I'm really curious about here is his voice. So we've all been drunk, right? Well, most of us have. Some children out there, whatever. Right? Maybe you haven't. In which case, kids, stay away from alcohol. It dries out your skin and makes you do bad things, makes you do silly things. But most of us that have had alcohol know people when they're drunk. He sounds okay, maybe a bit drunk, but he also, I think, sounds like he's on something else. Like I think, we outed those Still Knocks pills. He sounds like he might be on the pills too. He sounds like it might be like booze plus pills. I think it's a combo. I think it's what we call a polysubstance reaction. We saw this with famous YouTube streamer Nicholas Rekieta, who was famously on both booze and the Miami powder, the Colombian marching powder, the booger sugar. You can tell when somebody is kind of mixing because it comes at this weird middle ground, right? And that's what Johnny has here. He has this kind of polysubstance reaction.
Take the gun outside. Stop playing. Take the gun outside and stop. Take. Take the gun. Bro, so what? Statue? Oh, yeah.
So apparently, and this is one thing, apparently he did threaten to go back to the statue. Now, once again, it's very interesting. There's no charges related to the statue. Everybody's very mad about the statue, but there's actually no charges about the statue at all. It's all other behavior. It's not just the statue. So this is their reaction to what he did as a person, but this is not at all the crime. Like, this is not something that's been charged at all. But he's threatened on the stream. In fact, last night he said he was going to go back to the statue. He was talking about it repeatedly. Someone asked Calvador Calagrias de Carril for 100 Argentina. Can the U.S. revoke passports for this kind of stuff without a foreign legal presence, like being denounced by their viewers alone for misbehaving? Yes, I have covered this multiple times. The U.S. can renounce a passport, can revoke a passport because of if a person is damaging the relationship between countries or damaging the image of the United States, tarnishing the image of the United States, there is grounds to revoke their passport. Johnny is doing that. Now, that provision is rarely used, but I think this is about the best case you're ever going to get for it. Seriously.
Oh, yeah. Where is the content at 6:30 in the morning? Tell me!
So he's
Everybody-
been up. So he stayed up. Look at how high he is here. This is definitely multiple substances. So he stayed up drinking and possibly doing pills all night. So the sun is up now. It's 6:37 in the morning.
He saying go home. Oh my God. Ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Talk to me. What hood you bang? No, come talk to me. No, listen. Relax. Nigger? Me a nigger? Wait. Relax. How many nigger? Nigger? Relax. Come to me down. Come to me.
Sorry, like word warning here. Yeah, and it's just, this is bad. You know, it's once again like you're harassing an elderly person, right?
Chill.
And you're blocking their way. Once again, this is another crime. It's like blocking someone from where they're going. The guy's trying to walk and trying to get around him, and he's constantly moving to block him. Right? It's really shitty behavior. And once again, this is criminal. Like, this is a crime right here. Boom. And this is easy to convict him on.
I'll be cool. Your name. I want to talk to you. What's your name, nigga? You call me a nigger? What's your name, nigga?
And then Johnny touched him.
Nigga, give me that shit, nigga. 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 I'll run your pocket, nigga.
That was definitely criminal.
Walk out that bitch, nigga.
Bye, Grandpa.
I'm very nice guy. I'm sorry, I'm black. I'm very nice, you know? I just want to get chicken. I go fast. Don't call the police, bitch. Maybe chicken. I'm sorry. I'm come to that. I'm sorry.
It's just bad.
Ooh! This is what the park has here where I live. They have like anal beads here. These are like anal.
It's near Hank's place.
Anal bead, like I don't know how to explain it. These are like anal beads that they like.
How do you know what those look like, Johnny? How are you so familiar with that, Johnny?
No. Wait.
Let's continue. If you didn't see the video from yesterday of them holding hands and dancing with interlaced fingers, you're gonna need to go back and watch that.
Like make as like I don't even know how to explain it.
Educational.
Let me talk. Hello, somebody call you? Me, Johnny Somali.
소말리 분 맞으세요? 소말리?
Johnny Somali.
소말리 맞아요?
Somali. They called it. Yeah, he knew. The cop knew right away that it was Johnny Somali. And they were probably there just like watching him and seeing what he's doing and like following him around, right? But they knew immediately. Yes. And what a stupid person. Yes, that is that is exactly what he is. Yes. Someone asked, is it the unintended benefit of the GPS watch? The police have full tracking history of where RKI is, so he can't claim he was never near a reported instance. They'll have evidence. Yes, there's positives and negatives. So from an evidentiary standpoint, like you point out here, Densha, they will have a full tracking history, so they will know where he is. So that would be something that would help their case against him because he couldn't like lie, but that's only if he doesn't take it off. If he was about to go commit a crime, what would he do? He would take it off and go do that, right? I mean, it's not an ankle bracelet. It's not like sewed onto his arm. So yeah, but yeah, there is an evidentiary value to it as well. Let's continue here.
Migo?
댁에 가시는 집 언제 가세요, 집에?
And you know English?
네.
No Hanguk.
아.
No Hanguk. Only. It's okay?
So bad.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh yeah. Oh, it's close? Yo, what are you talking about? It's close? What time? 8? 8 is close? It's close?
She should stay closed for another hour. She should stay closed for another hour just to keep that guy out of there. Oh, God. So bad. So bad. Maximus Decimus says the Johnny Somali crash out is legendary. You can't invent this stuff. Like, it's so bad. And I would almost feel sad for him if he wasn't such a horrible human being. If he wasn't such an absolute bottom barrel like ethically, morally, a person, then yeah, no, you might almost feel bad for like someone who descends into like utter self-degradation. But this is bad. Mr. Meme Thief pretends they're going to get a crane and drop him on one of those statues after the trials. It's going to be bad. Amanda Main says he has to be the number one complaint to the condom company. Let's continue.
8.
Why does he always start screaming?
Oh no, we gotta go. You party? You Christian?
So this is particularly disgusting. So let me explain what's going on here. He is at the local Methodist church, right? So Koreans, in case you don't know, Koreans have the highest percentage of Christians in all of Asia, right? This is at the local Methodist church. These wreaths are likely left out for funerals for people who passed away, right? So he's going and fucking around at the local church with what is probably, I need to take a better look at it, with essentially like funeral proceedings at a church. This is really fucked up, right? Really fucked up. Like once again, I don't like to curse, and I don't normally curse, but when things are really bad, like it's appropriate. This like actually like really fundamentally bothers me, like on a deeper, like a very deep level. There's a lot of things that bother me, but this really bothers me, like high level bothers, right? Yeah, that's what's going on here. Yeah. So let's play this. This is you'll see.
I come to pray. How are you?
So there's see the cross there. There's the flowers, because typically you'll leave those out for funerals, when people pass away.
I touch Jesus like you, nigga. No way. I know, no, I'm Jesus like you, nigga. No, me, I'm Jesus. I pray.
So he's in his face while he's trying to do this.
Let me do it like you.
Cal Carr sent $5.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no, nigga.
Should we say amen?
Yeah.
I think that was Erica playing again. But yeah. Really bad, really disgusting behavior, really, really vile. Seriously. I mean, there's not even words. It's just really bad. Not just for the public's sake, but for his own, he needs to be detained. I really hope they get to it. Ultra Fine Point says, I'm a recovering alcoholic. He's teaching Daegu, South Korea. I would never act or behave like this. Absolutely disgusting. To Hyungji, I'm so sorry. I love you. I hate this guy. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. And when people know that foreigners don't act like that, that's beyond. Like, listen, that's one where if I saw him doing that, like, I'll take the charge. I'm going to take the assault charge on that one. I'll take that hit. Kierna says, atonement super chat for violating Grandpa Tozy's rule. Thank you. Sorry, Grandpa Tozy is going to be real mad at me for cursing. He's like, you could do so much better. He's like, you could be a better YouTuber. I'm like, I could, but I can't help myself. I curse because I'm just mad. Clan says for 50 Danish krona, you're doing God's work, but respectfully, I can't handle this much cringing. I'm head out. No, I get it. Listen, I absolutely get it. Could Trickster for 20 says, rule number 1, observing, discussing, and documenting locales. Don't feel pity. It's a waste of empathy. The only emotion for Mr. Ismail's contempt. Thank you. That it helps with that, because you as a human, there's a point at which you start to empathize with somebody who's hit a low. But with this, it's not just they're a lolcow or like an internet laughing stock. That's a lolcow. He's a criminal. And he's a person that has no remorse at all whatsoever. And he can say he's playing a character that doesn't make it any better. Fatback's Soup for 99 says, if you weren't such an epic bottom. Justin Tan for 10 says, swear jar, 1 free pass for the last F word. Okay, well, since you gave it to me, fuck Johnny Somali. Okay, thank you. AJ says, wasn't Arquette arrested while attempting to go jogging? No, you're going to see when he was arrested. We're about to get to it now. Kino says for 99, hey, enjoy your content. If Ramsey receives a full sentence, will Ramsey have to serve the full sentence, or is he eligible for early release? There's no early release in Korea. No early release, no good behavior. What they give you, you serve the entire term. That's why they tend to sentence a little bit lighter, because early release doesn't exist. David Fazio for 20 says, is there any way he can be sent to North Korea since he loves it so much? That would be funny, but no. Rayobi says he went to a church and started to harass him, is trying to do Assassin's Creed Shadow, disrespecting religious sites. He wants to be Yasuke. Yeah, but it's not funny. It really isn't. And last year, C78 says he's begging to be locked up, a crime spree that must be stopped, and the Korean system has little choice to jail him. I hope they eventually do. I really do. Let's continue.
Yes. Me, I'm America, Bigo. Bigo. Say hello.
Hi.
He doesn't even have to say Miguk, like he can't say me. And I hate that. What I also hate is that there's so many nice people in Korea, and he takes advantage of every single one of them, which is just, it makes you mad. Makes you mad.
Korea. Hanguk. Hello. Say hello. Say hello. No. Say hello. Can you say nigger? No, the one word, nigger.
Oh my God.
It's an American word, good word. Say nigger. Nigger. Bye, nigger. All right. Run your ass, huh? Run your ass, bitch, like Fallout New Vegas, bitch.
That is, and this is definitely a crime. So this is definitely like, there's definitely harassment there. There's definitely like, there's a lot of things going on there. Like, and I have to stop it at a certain point because, like, you guys see me here, I'm cringing. There's so much that's going on there. There's obscenity, right? There's like public threats. Like, let me look over my list here. Public obscenity, disorderly conduct, right? There's just so much that can be hit with them. And in addition to, a million minor crimes acts, right? But even beyond that, more serious crimes. So if there's jail time. The obscenity laws, right, which he hasn't been hit with yet, but clearly which are triggered by here, as well as disorderly conduct, have serious jail time. And once again, he needs to be hit by that. Absolutely. The Siggy says, I wouldn't be surprised if RK gets the Moo Bar, messed up beyond all recognition. For that, yeah. These are people's parents. These are people's aunts. These are people's uncles. These are their grandparents. Like, if someone did that to my grandparent, like, I'm a lawyer and I believe in the law, but there's lines, right? Tyler Ashen says, could stores and places forbid him entry? Yes, they can. Yes, they absolutely can. They absolutely can forbid him entry. Yes, they can. Welcome to another episode, Stephen Miller says, of What Did Ramsey Do Now? Except there's a new episode every day or every week. It's crazy. Let's see. Grace says, RKI wouldn't survive the K-drama Devil Judge. Wish he could be facing one of the punishments from the show. What he did is hurting my soul. It's pretty bad. Dr. Donut for 5 says, I'd say, at what point do they lock him up for his own good? But at this point, I don't give an F. At what point do they lock him up for the public's good? That's true. Jay Velasquez says, I'm going to Japan this week for the first time. I do hope these nuisance streamers aren't going to ruin the experience. I have bad news for you about Japan. Let me stop this for a second. Let me show you something. Just like in Korea with Hank and Johnny, this is literally, I think it's an Akihabara. I'm pretty sure it's an Akihabara. No, it's a Shinjuku. No, this is a Scramble House Crossing. This is the Scramble Crossing. So look what they're doing in the Scramble Crossing in Japan. And this is copycatting Johnny, right? This is literally a Johnny copycat. Have you guys seen this one? Right? This is just, and once again, enough is enough. Enough is enough, These people clowning around, yelling, do Roman salutes and yelling in the Scramble Crossing. Like, it's just enough. And these are the next generation of nuisance streamers that are taking after Johnny Somali. They are actually copycatting. In fact, there's that particular streamer. I may have another episode on him, but he's doing he's following the same nuisance streamer cycle because they're seeing they can get away with it. And Japan also needs to come down on this stuff hard, right? They really do. They really do. Silbury says, personally, I cringe when he tries to use sophistry because I've seen better. This, no cringe. Just temptation to raise a brow. Yeah. Keela Bootney says, no way Ramsey has the money for those drugs. Hank is paying for it, so it should be investigated. Hoping for a follow-up between those two so RK would be homeless. Yeah, I mean, he'd have to sleep on the street or find another gigolo. Larry Powell says, Johnny keeps digging himself into the Benjo ditch. Quackerson says, when I'm out, Johnny pulls me back in. It's true. Johnny Somali speedrun jail %. True. Ninja Vestos, thank you. And then we'll get Baked Buddhist and we'll go. Already banned on Party. This dude never learns and never will. His first stream there was when he got drunk for his first trial. So 2 weeks ago. Yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, he barely lasted, but we'll talk about that. The party timeout is temporary, I guarantee you. Let's play this.
Hey,
We're not even halfway done.
Look at this whole fucking place. This shit looks like a fucking prison. Does this not look like a fucking prison to you?
So that actually brings up a good point. So this is, by the way, someone asked what platform. This was on Party. He was streaming on party.com. When he says it all looks like a prison, it does look like a prison. Korea is starting to look like a prison to him because he's now been in Korea for over 6 months, right? Going on 7, soon 8. He'll be there in a year. I think he'll be a year. I think in September, October, he'll be a year in Korea, right? He was planning to go tour around the world and go to different countries and go do all these things. He is stuck in Korea, and he may be stuck in Korea for years now, right? This trial could drag itself out, take its sweet time. He gets another time. Then he could be stuck in Korea for a long time. So it's beginning to look like jail. So you can see why they don't bring you in, because you have to take care of yourself. You have to pay for yourself, right? You know, and that those like hallucinations and those thoughts become your reality. So in a way, that's a good thing. I like that he says that. CW said, did you hear about 50 Minutes of Shame where he gets arrested? Yeah, we've got it all here. I did give a little bit of clip of his video for the airsoft rifle, but this is a different video, different channel. Kenny Trickster for 20 says, one can only wonder what type of home environment creates a person like Mr. Ishmael. He would be an interesting case study, but I can only tolerate so much of his cringe. Yeah, I had somebody contact me. I'm not going to dox them, but I've had many people contact me about like him, some people wanting to interview him or whatever, and they want to get my comments and other stuff like that. First of all, I really don't want to have much to do with anything that has to do with Ramsey or the people around him. But beyond that, anything that you would even talk to him about is not worth study, academic or otherwise, because he says whatever in the moment. What he says is useless because he'll say anything to do anything. He has no limits. So he'll just say whatever because he can and wants attention for it. If it gets him attention, he'll say it. Doesn't matter. Take Rat. Oh, what's up, buddy? It says, lol, I saw Meme Copion's video and I was waiting for this stream, but YouTube failed me again. Not only has Ramsey crashed and burned hard, he melted down to hell. I know it's crazy, right? Take Rat. Thank you. Good to see you here. And thank you. Meme Copium had a really good thumbnail as well. So I was like, all right, we got to go with the nipple picture. It's good. And the strategic cabbage placement. It's a nice touch. Adam Grievo says, I usually do not like violence, but can we please get the SCP that clothesline every nuisance streamer as soon as they start doing anything? Well, listen, I think that there needs to be laws that are enforced quickly. And we cannot live in this world of 1960 where we're using laws that were pre-digital to regulate the digital age. I'm sorry, we got to update our laws. And I hope that the prosecutors and the newer generations that are coming up, especially the younger lawmakers, can help their older lawmaker brethren to explain how bad these things are, because this is really bad, but it's something where our system is not set up well to handle it, and it needs to be. Von Draco says, how can a Korean judge not be prejudiced or biased? FM max sentence, throw away the key. There's no requirement that they not like have any feelings about it, but they have to conduct the proceedings in a manner that is objective. John S. for 10 says, I can't stand him. I hope he gets 10 plus years of picking cabbages. Yep. Also, someone asked, does YouTube monetize? No, he is not on YouTube monetized at all. He has like a shell channel on YouTube just so he can submit copyright strikes, but he does not monetize on here. Also, Asian Dragon for 20 says, even Johnny Somali does not have to pay back for the lawsuit. I would go for any of his possessions to pay back all the damage, including the copyright strike. Yeah, but I don't know whether he's got anything. I think he might be judgment proof. Let's continue.
You guys?
Oh, by the way, real quick, Ultra Fine Point says South Korea was heaven for me. Jami Solanki is an evil little boy. Yeah, no, Korea is great. Korea was heaven for me. It's heaven every time I go. I love it there. It's only for him that it's that way. Let me be clear. By the way, him in this Egg Slut, that's the name of the restaurant, people. In him here dancing to Erica and like throwing up a sig, you know, a strong sig, a strong Roman salute. That definitely is obstruction of business as well. Like that's clear obstruction of business, right? When you have somebody that, like, first of all, you know, you have a known criminal up in your thing, blasting music loudly and throwing up, you know, that. Yeah, that's yeah. It's excellent. It's excellent. It's a real brand. Hold on. It's a real Korean brand. Yeah, real Korean brand. Real Korean brand. Or actually, no, it's just Egg Drop. No, it's not Egg Slut. It's Egg Drop. It's Egg Drop. I'm sorry. It's not Egg Slut. It's Egg Drop. Different one. A different one. Egg Drop.
Oh. I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. Why would I be sick tomorrow?
Yeah, Egg Drop.
I have a
Different egg.
Crazy fucking headache from drinking fucking piss, fucking soju alcohol. It's fucking disgusting.
What the fuck did I
They're both good. I like eggs, people. I really like eggs.
even drink, bro? What the fuck? I can't even fall asleep.
Okay. You're about to be subjected, audience, graphic Ramsey warning here. You're about to be subjected to the bodily shape and top frontal male nudity of Ramsey. It does not look good. If you have any children, you may want to hide them, and you may want to call your priest or your imam, your rabbi, as many monks as you can have, all of the Shaolin temple, because this is unholy. Okay, this is unholy. So prepare yourselves, people. We're gonna need some exorcism after this. Tyler says, if nuisance streaming keeps getting worse, could some facilities put cell blocks on the premises to stop them? Anything in the law preventing that? Yes. Most places do not allow self-help. However, some places like Japan do have exceptions to allow people to detain people. So I do think that one thing that would help with nuisance streamers, and this would be awesome, is if you catch a nuisance streamer in the act of committing a crime and they're streaming it, you have the full ability to take their phone from them and confiscate it from them, because that would mean they're like risking their equipment, right? So once again, you want to put all the pressure on the nuisance streamer. So you should say you're not liable for breaking their equipment or taking it from them, confiscating it for police. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be a great addition to the law, right? So, yeah, let's continue. Anyways, think of the children. Also, all 70 super chats I will get to you later. Also, Salvador says for Honor Argentina, you should do a video on cabbage care, live action, to help him cope when his turn is up. I may. Let's continue.
You hold me outside like this?
Oh no.
No. Wait.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
You hold me outside like this? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I swear that something about to pop in the elevator. I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm sorry. Oh, hell no. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, no, we're going to jail, nigga. All right. No, please.
Oh God. The thumbnail is disturbing and evil. Are you watching the video right now? He has the finely toned body of a pro boiler. Now I plead insanity for myself. Why do this? I'm calling insanity plea for my own after watching Ramsey like that. Yes. Real quick, John dropped 50. Thank you so much, John. Says, never been to South Korea, was in Okinawa. Oh, cool. In my youth as a young U.S. Marine Corps Lance Corporal. Cool. That was my heaven. Saw have drumsticks from some young Asian band where they threw them into the audience. Pretty ladies asked me all night for them. Yeah, that's awesome. Glad you kept them. You're very based, right? Jose Sepulveda for 5,000. Is that Chilean pesos? Chilean pesos, I think. A real question: was he thinking he's free of charge? That he really went to court and that's it? He is free to do all this? No, he's not free. He's not free. He's gonna have consequences. Trust me. It's just a matter of time and patience. I am a little bit frustrated that the police didn't stop him earlier on this night, but they're not perfect.
Police, no. No police? Ah. What you looking at me for? What you want?
Remember, at this point, he's naked. He's running around in his boxers. So this guy is looking at him because he's running around in his boxers, right? People in Korea don't normally run around on the street in their boxers. In fact, even like no matter where you are, you could be in Vietnam, Philippines, you could be in Japan, you could be in America. If you're walking down the street in your boxers, somebody is going to look at you, right? I think that's pretty universal. This guy is just like WTF. And I don't know whether he's a security for this gym or the maintenance worker, but he's like, come on, man. Come on.
Nigga, back your ass up, nigga. You better back your ass up, nigga, before I put that shit on you, nigga. You better back your ass up, nigga. You better back your ass up, nigga. Hey. You better back your ass up, nigga.
Once again, he's like
You better back
threatening.
your ass up, nigga.
He's threatening him, yelling at him, harassing him, you know.
Nigga, you nigga call the police, nigga.
Good body, nice smile.
What you want, nigga? Better walk your ass up, nigga.
This is
Oh, hell
painful.
no.
Yeah, this is painful to watch. This is
Oh,
painful.
hell no. No, we gotta go, nigga. We gotta go, nigga. We gotta go, nigga. Oh, shit, nigga. I went to jail in Japan to walk in the... she about second here. She about to second.
Hey, that's a curse word. So he's now cursing. He's now cursing in Korean.
Yeah, she about second. She about second. Huh? My friend. I love. My friend. I don't know.
This is bad. This is so fucking bad. This is absolutely disgusting.
Oh yeah, nigga, shake that booty. Shake that
Wavy
booty
sent
on, nigga.
$5 shirt
Oh,
off
shit,
Johnny.
nigga,
This
I
is
gotta
Johnny's South
I
Korean
gotta go,
nomination
nigga.
ritual to become a higher
Oh, no,
level
when the back
Freemason.
foot-
Johnny Somali is
We're going
Mossad and
crazy.
CIA. Take your shirt
We're
off,
going
everyone.
crazy.
Take your shirt off, everyone.
Oh,
Take your
shit,
shirt off,
nigga.
everyone. Take your shirt off, everyone.
I'm not going to the police station.
So I'm gonna
America.
fast forward a
I'm
little
meant
there.
to return it. Oh.
Anonymous sent
And I lack on interstates, they know my face and
So I don't want to have any music strikes. So I'm trying to get past the music strikes. So let's go past. So he's running around naked for a bit, right?
Police right side right now, nigga.
Police.
These
The
niggas
police
not
are coming
listening to my
soon.
orders.
Police are coming soon.
These niggas not listening to my orders. Listen to these niggas. What's up, my niggas?
Like remember each interaction. And that by the way, guys, that part to me is like so cringe. It hurts me to watch that. But each interaction can be its own charge, can be its own claim, right? Harassing people, etc. Or it can be like as a spree of harassment and obscenity, disorderly conduct. I mean, that's just it's clear. It's all documented. It's like very, very clear, right? Very, very clear. Envy says for 50 dinar, he's trying to push it as much and far as hopes he can get the insanity plea. No, he's not. It's not available to him, guys. He cannot do that. It is not available. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I mean, maybe you're trying to drive me insane. Maybe it's a troll post. Maybe I'm getting trolled here, but it's not available to him. Asian Dragon 456 is too bad back at home in America. Obstruction of business is not easy compared to Korea, which is more severe to handle. Yes. Silbury says, oh boy, I get to make the super chat. Everyone is inherently biased always. The goal is to ameliorate your bias. Vocabulary, domain expansion. It's true. Everybody is biased. I have my biases. Everybody has their biases. You do your best to work past those. Bama said, probably missed the answer the first time. Is there any repercussion the streaming services themselves might face? Also, insanity plea went now after watching that. The streaming services can, in fact, Party, we're going to talk about this. Party probably needs to be banned in Korea. Now, I know people are going to say you can VPN around it, whatever, but you need to ban it and you need to make it criminal to access Party. And then you can go ahead and tag Johnny if he accesses that illegally without permission, because they're actually actively trying to, and we apparently have proof, we're going to show it later, that Party is actively trying to hide information from Korean authorities, although that failed completely, but we allegedly have that proof. So we'll talk about that later. Also, real quick, Lenmar for 10 says, doesn't Korea have negative neighborhood disorder? Yeah, disorderly conduct. I'm surprised the residents of the building he's living in haven't filed a complaint. He's screaming, playing loud music, screaming. Oh, you mean like nuisance laws? Yeah, they have those as well. So they could file a complaint against them. It's true. It's true. Also, YouTube user, this is funny for 5. Grüße aus Düsseldorf, Germany. Okay, yeah. Guten Tag. Says, do you think Johnny is actually doing this ridiculous shit to finally plead insanity? No. Not happening. Also, John Common says for 5, can he be charged federally in the U.S. for his actions? Nope. Not yet. Not yet. We'll see what happens, but not yet. Maybe for the crypto stuff, but you know, we'll see how it develops.
Hey. Oh yeah. Oh shit. My niggas, please don't attack me, please.
Imagine having to like be in the elevator with this guy and how fucking weird that is to have to be in the elevator here. Yeah, Maximus Descentis. I'm feeling nauseous watching this. Exactly. It's horrible. Mental breakdown, still liable. Yeah. Johnny Somali is going to be my reason for therapy, says Lowells. Asian Drag says, my turn for implanity. The anime girl was swearing the F word. This fool ruining his dad bod image. Fat Factor, he looks 3 months pregnant. Yeah, it looks bad. Let's continue.
Hey, Korea number 1, Korea. Call the police.
When he's daring people, so he's coming up and he's harassing people and he's daring them to call the police. He's like, hey, call the police. It's harassment, right? He's going up these people and he's harassing them, like kind of challenging them and intimidating them to call the police because he wants them to call the police because he wants the attention and he wants the he wants to have that victim mindset. Deshauna Davis said, hey, Andrew, thanks for keeping me posted on this degenerate. First time I thought I'm barely clothed. Yeah, it's puke inducing. You're right, Deshauna. Katie Trickster said, wouldn't him running around in his underwear be considered indecent exposure or lewd and lascivious? Yeah, it's kind of regulated under obscenity. And disorderly conduct. So it could fall under that for sure. Disorderly conduct for sure. Fitty Tucker, what's up, Fitty? Said, oh my God, at first I thought there'll be a redemption arc post-trial. Now I hope his hole is as big as his mouth in prison. Oof. Topher for £5. Thank you so much. And Hollow Hearted says, I wish he did this in my home country of Portugal, Brazil, or Germany. He would definitely not do this one day longer. No, he doesn't have the bravery to try it. Tatsumi also says, RKI is creating a class of victims at this point, a whole generation. John S. says real quick for 10, many years ago in the 1990s, I went on a Potomac whitewater rafting trip. The needles shredded my pants. I bought a pair of shorts to replace them. Friends told me they were boxers. Oof. With friends like those, you don't need enemies. All right, let's continue.
Call the police now. Call the police right now. I'm telling you right now, call the police. Oh, hell no. It's just me and you, nigga. It's just me and you. You gotta call the police right now. I'm a urinate on Grammys. I'm the nigga that's gonna. Ooh, yeah. No underwear on. Tell the police come. I swear to God, tell the police come right now. 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 Tell the police come outside right now. Tell the police come outside right now.
They're gonna come. Don't worry.
Tell the police come. I'm outside, nigga. I'm outside, nigga.
Okay, so you guys don't need to see much of him yelling the N-word here. So there's of course some like cringe dancing, which I can't play because of the song. I'll get a strike for that. But he goes and he disrupts a construction site again. So he's actually disrupted 3 construction sites. So in Japan, he got in trouble for trespassing for this. So once again, he could gets in some trouble for that. Yeah, Lisa, why? Oh, why? There's no logic and reason to this. This is unholy. Yeah, so this could be another, once again, trespassing, bothering the workers, harassing them while they're trying to work for no reason at all whatsoever, right? Definitely on something more than alcohol. I wish they tested him. I hope they did. I really do hope they did. Yeah, Kala Jane says for 35 Polish zloty. I just realized the cons of watching lives can't fast forward through the cringe. No, there's no. If I gotta live through it, you gotta live through it. You gotta live through it. Let's continue here.
Come to me, come to me. Yeah, don't call the police. Oh, let's support the construction workers. They want to charge me for doing twerking on the subway. I'm allowed to twerk in public. Boom, 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 boom. I want to
I mean that he definitely sounds like he's high. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a high voice, right? I've heard a lot of people when they're high. That's definitely a high voice. There's definitely substances involved here. He's disrupting these workers near the construction site. Once again, messing around. Not good. Of course, trust me, the police are coming.
Let's go, Korea! Korea, number one! These niggas are being racist to me. Oh, boom, 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 boom. I want to in my room. Yeah. Korea, Korea. Yes, yes, yes. Korea number one. Hello, people. Korea number one. Yes. Korea, Korea, Korea. Oh, police? Oh, what the fuck?
So then the police show up. He was only telling everyone to call the police. So it only took him like, 45 minutes to an hour to show up, which is hilarious because he actually, during that night, one thing I'm not, Peter Parker says I'm actively vomiting. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, bro. I don't blame you. Get a bag. It is bad. During the night, the one thing I didn't show here is he uses the watch to call the police. He actually prank calls the police 3 or 4 times. Prank calling the police is also a crime. So this same night, he prank called the police multiple times. So he prank called the police and then he went out and did this. So that's like kind of the combo here. So once again, crazy. And that is a crime, by the way. The prank calling is a crime.
What the fuck are you? Relax. No touch. Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I'm jogging. What are you touching? Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, oh my God, the police got me. It's crazy. That's crazy. What are you doing? Relax. Jogging. I'm Beagle.
So now he's already What did I walk into? I hate ULM. It's bad. What is he streaming with Nick Ricade in his stash? I don't know what he was on. Nick Chan. Jamie the Panda said maybe El Salvador can make exception. That's funny. Nick Chan said, love your work and watching you all the way here in Malaysia. If any time comes here, we'll be ready. You should be ready. Real quick, the member chats. Chrissy GW says he'll walk up and annoy the wrong person one day. Yep. Lalu says, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Love you, Andrew. My pleasure. Odd Bra said, USA Somalia charge him for making look bad. No, unfortunately, it's going to be hard, except for maybe on the financial crime side and on the crypto, maybe. They should also take his passport. The U.S. should take his passport. He's not Somalian, so he actually is just completely mocking Somalians. He's not Somalian at all. Mazarva Palma gifted 20 legal mindset memberships. Thank you. It's going to give Johnny really big
emotional damage.
In addition to his hangover. Thank you so much. Kat says for 2. Johnny is so high he's orbiting Jupiter. Yes. Kettle Fire Charmer he also says, I'm eating dim sum soon, and now I want to puke. It's bad. Michael also said the tattoo is his self-portrait. I think it's a snake. It's a bad snake.
Oh my God. Look, you did this. It's your fault.
Give me ice.
I don't have my hotel. No,
okay, quick law. You are required to have your ID card with you at all times. So when they ask him for that, technically that's a violation for him not having his ID card. You need to have your ID card on you at all times. So now he's saying, oh, it's in my hotel room. It's not his hotel room. It's Hank's apartment, right? The gloves go on for the search. QB for 20 says, idea for a new emote, RKI's face with a tongue and the words insanity plea around it. But on a more serious note, the apartment residents should place a complaint on both him and Hank to the apartment manager. That would be funny, although I don't want RKI's image anywhere on my stream. He'll try to say I'm using his image without his permission or some other stupid BS, and I don't want to give him an excuse. So yeah, but funny idea. Cuddy Trickster said, let me refine my previous question. Could Ishmael be labeled as a sex pest for his behavior? That's not a thing. Like saying sex pest is like a word that we use like colloquially. Like people will say like, oh, this influencer is a sex pest. That's not a crime. There's no criminal label for quote unquote sex pest. There's sexual predators, and there's a predator list, but there's certain crimes you have to be convicted of for that. So could he be put on a register like it was rape or sexual assault? But so far he has not been charged with rape or sexual assault, right? In Korea, just being clear. Duraz for 200 says, I feel my IQ rapidly dropping while listening to this buffoon. The lack of any kind of gear in the tower is terrifying. Yeah, he's got nothing upstairs. Tia Kuna for 10 real, Brazilian real. In Brazil, Dolpidem, I guess the same pills, under Stilnox. In Korea, it's the same as Zolpidem, was commonly prescribed, since the misuse of it with alcohol is really famous for making people do stupid things and forget. Well, he ain't going to forget about this because the internet lives forever. Jose Sepulveda says, come on, Johnny, try this in Chile. See how it goes. Damn right. Korean police are so polite. I know, that's the Korean culture. It really is. It really is. Can we have a change.org to have his passport revoked? We could do it if you want. I mean, well, we could start a petition, right, to the ambassador for South Korea. We could do that. It would be something that could trend. That Magic Turtle, as a new member, welcome. Sue 6900, what has been seen cannot be unseen. I'm gonna need therapy after seeing Johnny in his underwear. It's bad. Wilbur Hernandez for 150 says, guess it was a good idea to have some Somac before watching this. Helps dull the cringe. Eagle Gallon, Alicia's biggest sim, says, I used to have issues watching cringe content, but after the last few months of having to watch these videos, I'm jaded. Eagle is my clipper. So Eagle has to go through this multiple times. So he has been like immunized to it. So I'm sorry, Eagle. I love you. Sorry you have to watch this multiple times. You're a good man. You're a good man. Real quick, also, Tia says, hi from Brazil. Do you guys know if Hank makes a living or is he an heir? He's an heir. In Korea, it's called Silver Spoon. His mother is very rich. His grandpappy was a famous prosecutor, so he is spoiled. Hank has not worked a day in his life. He pretends to be a student, so he gets out of military service, and he's planning to flee to China so he can try to get out of his obligatory military service. It's really shameful. Ultra Fine Point for 10 says, Mr. King, Mr. Wu, this is not us. I love you. Aryang. Julia forever. Can he stop saying the N-word? So gross. He won't. He says it all the time. From what I'm hearing, I'm glad I'm only listening. Yeah, but look later. All right, let's continue.
I'm out of my house. I don't have. I'm jogging.
You're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
No,
This is good. Stephen Miller says, Andrew, I just showered and I'm going to need another one after watching RKI in his underwear. Yes. Let's continue.
So it's morning.
You cannot speak Korean?
English, bigo. No,
by the way, English, miguk. Now, he keeps saying bigo, right? Like, and obviously the cop is speaking English with him, so he needs to chill the fuck out.
Not speak Korean?
English, bigo.
What?
Bigo.
Miguk.
저 본인 경찰관이 대한민국
비고,
경찰관이
비고, English.
여권 제시하는
My face.
But he's lying to the police officers. And this is what I think the police officers should see, how he's made. And I don't think the police officers have seen this. And I think this is really what they should see. Because they should see how much he's disrespecting them, right? They should see the level of disrespect with which Johnny is treating them, because it's really insane. Because he keeps saying, oh yeah, I'm going to put it down. I'm just looking at my face. By the way, that's the same thing the kick streamers do in Japan, right? They lie to police and they say, oh, we're just filming ourselves. They say they lie to police, they lie to the owners, and they say, oh, we're just filming ourselves. But they never are filming themselves. They're always filming other people, right? They're always filming everybody, really. So he's saying, oh yeah, it's tilted down. It's not at all tilted down, right? It's filming their faces. It's filming them without their consent. And even after the officers have given an instruction, a clear instruction to not film. So yeah. Got a Jinja over there. Thank you so much for 2000. Appreciate that. Thank you all my Korean people for joining today. Kamsahamnida. Thank you. I love you all. I'm going to get to all 100 almost super chats. Don't worry. Also, Sir Bone says for 200 Thai baht. Songroy. Songroy. Yeah, Songroy. Good evening from a tourist actually behaving like up himself in Masai. Oh, awesome. Masai. Yeah, great. Yeah. I hope you enjoy Thailand. Enjoy it. Thomas also said first live, and it came from watching last replay. I had no idea about this one. I need to catch up on his antics. Seemed like he's given up and throwing his life away. He's on something. This is not normal behavior.
그리고 저희 촬영하지 마세요.
My face. My face.
Don't take a video.
My face.
They tell him don't take video, meaning like don't turn it off, right? Like turn it off. But he never will do it. He doesn't want to turn it off. And he always, in all of his streams with police, he disrespects them by not turning it off when they tell him to turn it off. He will not do it. He will not stop. He keeps doing it.
Legal. It's my face.
You drunk?
No, I'm not drunk.
No ID card.
I have my ID card. Come. ID card. I give you.
Yeah, stop.
I'm jogging. I'm working out. Translator. Translate. Give me the translator, nigga. Translate.
Yeah?
Translate.
한국말 할 줄 몰라?
English.
너는 지금
English.
경범죄로
English.
체포되는 거야.
English.
Arrest. Okay?
No, I give my ID card.
No. Stop.
Nigga, don't touch me. Don't touch me, nigga.
You're arrested.
For what?
So telling him he's arrested. So now they're finally telling him he's arrested. That he can't go anywhere. He's arrested. He's not free to leave.
For what? Relax. For what, nigga?
Okay. Wait, don't take a video.
In my face.
Don't take
So he keeps lying about it.
a video.
My face. What is the reason?
You are arrested.
For what?
No.
No. I have I'm legal.
He's telling him. He's arguing with the police now.
American.
I know.
I'm from America.
You arrested.
I don't care. Do it.
You arrested.
Do it then. Nigga. Nigga, call the police then. For what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Anonymous sent
Okay,
$5.
no problem. I'm calm.
You arrested.
So there you go. He finally got arrested. Now, the end of this story is that Johnny did get released at the end of the night. He went in. He was there for a while. He was booked. They, took down all the information and they did release him. Of course, once again, that's typical procedure in Korea. Unless you're in there for a violent crime or a drug crime, they don't detain you. Now, the judge can order that at the next hearing. So if we're going to see a detainment, we're probably going to see it April 9th, where the judge might order that in a special scenario, because the judge has to usually order it if it's a different scenario. So we may see that in the future, but at this point, he's not detained, right? He's not detained. He was let go after the arrest, so he's back home. Now, there is some good news, and I know you guys are spamming this in the chat. I've read your super chat. There's a lot of them. I have 104 right now, and I'm going to get to all of them. I swear to you. I've seen all of you guys that are telling me this. Mark Peel for 2001. Not sure if you've seen, but his party is getting banned. His party was banned. A lot of you guys dropped that in the chat. So yes, I did see that. I'm aware. Somebody said first 20, he's banned on party. There you go. Let's see. There's a lot of people who dropped that. But I am very much aware of that. Thank you guys. And that's what we're going to get to right now. So after this, he got banned on party. Now, many of you might think, oh, this is good news. This is actually not good news. And I'm going to tell you why. He was not banned on party because they thought that he was a horrible person. Apparently, and this is based on this conversation I'm going to show you, as well as behind the scenes conversations with other people, right? Which everybody I've talked to believes this is credible. There was this exchange between another streamer, Swimmer Nick, right? Who's kind of his own lolcow and his own issue. But this person here, the creator, is one of the heads of party. So he says, man, he's done. Don't say it's over. Be happy it happened. He is done. Yeah. Should we delete the video? Erase the evidence from the Korean feds? So literally party is saying, we're going to hide the evidence, right? Good idea. We should. We don't want to, but we should. I know, right? If I ever get like this on stream, please stop me. Okay, lol. So literally party, the platform, talks about erasing the video and suspending him because they want to block for him. So Party barely enforces its terms of service. It's like Kick, but with even less rules than Kick. So it looks like Party is doing the suspension to cover for him, not as a genuine subscription. And it may just be a suspension like what I call the quote unquote Hassan subscription, the Hassan ban, like a Hassan ban, a very short-term ban. This may be like a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week. If that is true, and if they are colluding, which I everybody has told me that they believe that to be true, although we don't have 100% legal confirmation. If that is true, and Party is hiding evidence from the Korean government, I do believe Korea should block Party. They should take harsh action against Party, and they should go as hard as they can on the platform. I also think other countries should go hard on Party. Party is apparently venued out of California. I think California should go hard on Party. So I think, anybody who's blocking for Johnny at this point, there's no mercy. I don't think there should be any sort of holding back at all, kind of period. All right. Let me get some of these chats. I've got 106 right now. Holy smokes. We're going to go from largest to smallest. So Katie Trick said, please use this money from the chat to get your Clippers a strong bottom of booze. You're honestly not paying them enough to watch. Thank you so much. It's always 1 month like in arrears, but I will take good care of my boy Eagle. And thank you for that. I appreciate that. And thank you for everything. And thank you for your gifts and your support. Thank you. Dalton Wang says RKI running around half naked seems like something I've been seeing down in downtown LA, possibly worse. Not that I want him here. He'd blend in. I feel sorry for Korea for having to deal with this. It's bad. Team B for CA 1399 says, isn't resisting arrest in Korea? Thank you. And to the SET Somali conviction team. Yeah. We're welcome. We're happy to do it, even though it's driving us insane. Really. I mean, me, the doctor, the rest of the team, we've been going insane trying to track this stuff the last couple of days. It's been coming on so strong and so much. But yes, if he was resisting arrest, it doesn't seem like he physically resisted. He just verbally resisted. He said no. And then he said, do it N-word, right? Which is a threat, and once again, there could be something for his interaction with law enforcement there, but he can't physically. He's a midget. He's smaller than a Korean girl. Willie Pearson, would you say his behavior is kind of crazy, almost insane if you have to think about it? No, it's not even funny at that point. It's just so bad. Species 316 for 20 legal mindset memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mark Peel for 2000 says, will you be going to the next street trial? Where is it? I am not sure whether I will be going to it, but there will be somebody there who is, if I'm not there, there will be other people there. I also had an idea. I know there's some other creators. This is like a wholesome mindset idea. There's some other small content creators that I think were interested in going to the trial, but they might not have enough money. I might try to talk to some of them and see if they're open to it. But if they're open to it, I might try to do a fundraiser for a small content creator to go to the trial, because I think that'd be really awesome and like a really wholesome thing we could do to send a small content creator to the trial to Korea and kind of help them out with that. And that would be like a good thing we could give back to everybody to like help somebody and like they can see Korea and enjoy the country and have a positive thing. I think that might be really cool. So I had an idea for that, but I'll let you guys know about that one. Once again, I like to try to think about ways to be positive in the light of negativity, right? Like leaving the flowers at the statue, right? I like to find ways we can be positive, right? Because there's so much negativity here. You need to have some positivity and some counter energy to that, right? And you need to be the person that does that thing, People say that's brilliant, good idea, cool idea. Yeah, no, that's just something I thought about today. I'm like, that'd be really cool. But I want to talk to the content creator and make sure they're okay with it. And if they're okay with it, I will do it. Yeah, CCPT Tech says good. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I want to talk to the people first. If they're cool with it, I'm going to promote it. That's my idea. I came up with that today. So I'm glad you guys like that. Yeah. So we'll talk to some folks. Lenmar says, can't Party be subpoenaed to hand over the video? I don't think they cooperate. Aren't they required to keep videos in deleted ones? I don't think they cooperate. I think only in America they would cooperate. I don't think they cooperate with Korea. I'm just going to be serious. It seems like they're obstructing. So yes. Dolby Zach says, I'm very glad you logically covered how Johnny Somali is causing problems from Japan to Korea. Yeah, and it's a problem, Dolby Zach, because people are emulating. And the emulation is a huge problem. Mark says, I'm asking as I live here and want to attend. Yeah, I said it already twice. I'll say it a third time. This is the last time I'm going to say it, though, so please pay attention this time because I have said it before. It's in the Western District Courthouse in Mapo in Seoul at probably 10:10 a.m. on April 9th in courtroom 406, right? It's the last time I'm going to say that. Not repeating myself today. Don't make me insanity plea, right? There's only so many seats, so you may not be able to sit down. So you may show up and you may not be able to get in. Just fair warning. Kazumi for 100 Swedish krona says, how does his arrest look to the judge on the next hearing? It looks really bad. It looks bad. And the judge is going to hear about this. DeFarm 581 says, does Korean dispatchers record all calls like the U.S.? Yes. So why bother with charging them with improper use of services? They could, because it's all recorded. Kenneth Kemp says, can we send you footage if you want? I've got most of it, though. I've got almost all of it. So you probably don't need to send me anything. I have it all. But if you want to send me something, you can send to andrewesquirelive@gmail.com, and I'm willing to entertain it. John S says, LMAFO, do you think California will do anything? I don't know. California has strong regulatory bodies. Sometimes California does stuff. Usually they don't, but sometimes. Inori says, at this point, I have a feeling he will stoop so low as to catch someone saying you in Korean and fake a crash out. Yes. Let me just show you what he's talking about. Word, in case you know. Yeah. So in case you guys don't know, the word for you in Korean, right? You can kind of go, kind of get that nah, so you can kind of get where he was going on that. Chinese has the same problem as well with certain words, right? And he's trying to get at people being racist, but that's not, yeah. Super Christian Millworld says, just came from Japan in VR. Loved it. Oh, awesome. Cool. Doug Dimidome says, what's your favorite manhwa? Maya's currently Judge Han Lee Young. I know it's not true, the legal system, because of drama, but it's my favorite. I have a lot. Oh gosh, like the last regressor. What do I have on my phone right now? That'll be kind of telling which manhwa is on my phone. Let's see. Is it on this phone? Which one is this one? The Notorious Talker wins the world's, what is this? Notorious Talker wins the world's greatest clan. That one's on here too. Which one is this? Okay. Oh, Academy's Genius Swordsman. That one's really good. Academy's Genius Swordsman is very good. So I love manhwa. I watch manhwa recaps a lot. So yeah, I'm a big manhwa fan. Solon, the Lich for 100 says, it's insane that the Korean justice system is dragging their feet on a guy that has admitted guilt on multiple cases. They let him dig deeper. Insanity plea might be a good start. No, they're not going to insanity plea, but I don't think they're dragging their feet. They're doing this intentionally. MK Productions says, it's a small news-based YouTuber. That's an awesome idea. Yeah. And I'll talk to some folks. I have some folks in mind, but I'm going to reach out. Snacks for 19.99 says, for the fun. It makes me sick watching from Scotland. Awesome. Dopey Zach says, emulation. Johnny showed gullible people how to make shady one-time cash grabs. Yeah. Lying to law enforcement is not obstruction of justice. There's a similar charge. Yes, it is. It is, in fact, obstruction. We'll go all the way back to the beginning. I'm going to get through all 101 super chats, I promise you. And as a palate cleanser, guys, because you guys sat through that, let's play this video one more time. We need a little palate cleanser before I do all the rest. It's a little palate cleanser.
Okay. Whoa! Ooh.
I always need that. That is always called for. I'm going to keep that one. I should probably load that one up. In fact, I'm going to save that one on my hard drive as a reaction. That's just a good one. Infamous says, so how long do you think Johnny's going to jail for? My estimate right now is 2 to 5 years at least. Grace says, what are the chances Hank's family told him to distance himself from RKI to lessen Hank's court case? Could that be a possibility? He hasn't done it. Now, ooh, big fact on Hank. Thank you for the reminder. So Hank was not there. Hank was at the hospital getting something done, maybe getting some sort of, surgery or whatever, some top or bottom surgery. I don't know what's going on, but Hank did not know that Johnny was arrested. Hank had no idea. So yeah, Hank was getting a BBL. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So literally the Discord had to tell him, Johnny is arrested and his party kind of suspended. People tagged Hank, said, whose name, by the way, Hank's name is Diddy's Dildo. I'm just going to let you guys sit with that. So somebody tags him, says, save him, Hank. And he responds, wait, really? Giant L for Hanky Poo. Giant L for Hanky Poo. And W for the amazing autistic lawyer, Woo-Yon Woo. Yeah, that's a good one. Sam says, what caused the universe to bring someone as dumb as Ramsey into existence? I don't know. We must have done something wrong as a society to have earned this. Lenmar says, for 10 euros, you should send Kirsha to Korea. She would teach Johnny Somali good manners. She would. Love that spicy cat. Rayobi says, do you think Ramsey is trying to drag the other nuisance streamers with him? Yes. Telling his actions? Yes. So one thing Ramsey is doing is, and he tried this with Ice Poseidon and his gang, and he'll try this with anybody. Remember, he'll say anything. He's trying to say anything to drag everybody down with him. He actually really wants to make the end of nuisance streaming. So yes, that is something that is absolutely true. He has said it himself that he wants to bring them down. He said it in Discord. He said it everywhere else. So he's willing to say whatever to bring other people down, which is why you can't really trust anything coming out of his mouth. So whenever anybody says, oh, Ramsey said X, I'm like, it's Ramsey. Lying is just what he does every day, period. Colonel Skavramel for 50 says, howdy from Denmark land. Bloody hope that Mr. Somali gets the whole legal book thrown at him. Cheers. Hey, cheers. Ismail bird chest flexing. Too funny. I know. The Ethiopian dad bod belly is, yeah. Was the nipple before or after the cocks came? Before. Mercenary says, lost party account now. Got to set privileges. Now going out privileges next. From Hank. Yes, from Hank. At this point, RKI is misbehaving on purpose. He is out of money and hopes to be jailed so he can survive in Korea on taxpayer money. Yeah, unfortunately, if he gets jailed, the taxpayer does have to pay for that. Asian Dragon says he might be out of it, but like you said, no one wants to spend taxes to give him the pleasure of a jail cell. Yep. Roy says for 15, what did Johnny get from Kick and Party? Long ban. Oof. Although the ban on Kick Party may not be long. It may only be 1 week. So V-Reds, it smells like cooked salami. Crimson Spot says Hank's Korean is so bad. Is it possible he's... Hold on. We've got a clip for this one. Where's the Alex Jones clip? Here we go.
Look, here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Not just kind of in his case. Mercenary says Goblin Johnnies are not furries. That insults furry. Bama says, could there be any kind of issues or retaliation that comes up against the streaming services themselves? Yes, there can be. I think they should be banned. They could also be sued. If they have any presence in Korea, they could be sued there as well. Absolutely. They've been endorsing and enabling illegal behavior. They've also been intentionally impeding law enforcement. Now, Party is new and small. I don't think they have any assets in Korea. But a larger streaming service might, C-Chan for Singapore 5 says, Ramsey speedrunning getting banned from Schengen, all of Asia and Australia, New Zealand. He'll only have Latin America and Africa. Can you imagine him fucking around in Venezuela or in Colombia or Brazil? He would be no longer absorbing oxygen very fast. Stephen Campbell said, congrats on the success your channel's getting. Thank you. It's nice to see Defenders of East Asia win. By the way, did you look up the Korean legal term? I think I did. I'm sorry, Steven. I love you. I get so many emails, especially now. I probably did in the moment, but I will tell you right now at this moment, it's blanking my mind, but I did look it up. But thank you if you want to email me again, like, hey, as a reminder, I'll refresh my memory. But I've been getting a lot of emails the last couple of days, but I'm happy to defend East Asia. Can he plead insanity for not learning Korean? At this point, he should. He's going to be in jail for a while. He needs to know it. Repton says nobody knows why liars lie. Cat Williams. Asian Dragon says Korean does not have time to watch U.S. media because they don't have time nor research who is George Floyd. I think people know, but yeah, sure. Fat Factor for 5 says, so basically we call him either Thomas Djibouti, Ramsey Ethiopian, or a Hank phallus holster. No. Will says, can you believe, if you can't believe anything he says, that just proves he's a liberal. Well, he's nothing. He's nothing. He's not liberal conservative. He has no real political beliefs. Lloyd Renzel Alvarez says, hey, Legal Mindset, genuine question. What is your opinion on old nuisance streamers versus new ones? Filthy Frank versus Filthy RKI. Was Filthy Frank as bad as RKI? No, I think the old ones weren't on this level. This is a whole new level. Test Man, welcome as a new member. Appreciate that. Draken says, you can program most smartwatches with that button. True. Asian Dragon 456 says Eastern District should be like Western District, more strict because RKI putting pressure on the system. I agree. They may be trying to slowball it so they hit him with more serious charges later, but we'll see whether they have a high IQ move. Gemma says, saw you and Atozi at court and lunch. Yeah, we were hanging out, and I hope we can hang out again. Scott Johnson says, please let him visit Singapore. If he goes to Singapore, he would get severely caned like Michael Fay did. Yes. Mercenary says, so the detective said my assault case is going to the DA. Oof. Sorry to hear that, brother. Fat Factor said what C-Chan said, also doing the same in India. Everything being passed via families, political allies, corrupt customs already scheming. Yeah, there can be a lot of problems with corruption in certain countries. It's true. Big Buddha says, I love how me and over half the chat picked the joke answer. You guys are the best. Stay weird. Yeah, you guys voted for the Austrian painter, which was the joke answer, but sometimes the joke answer wins. For 499 says, couldn't he get in trouble for streaming without a work visa? Yes. But he'll likely get in trouble for that with immigration, and they can get him for that at any time, including when he's leaving the country. So when he's leaving the country, they can say, Mr. Ishmael, can you step over here and hit him with a bunch of fines in order to leave? Code Red, Injured Claim Center says, have you seen Emily D. Baker's Law Nerd app? Can we have the same for you to notify streams? I will look into it. I think there's a lot of companies that hit you up for your own app. I'm not a big person on those. I think that a lot of times there's a lot of like, I don't like a lot of apps, but I can look into it. Emily D. Baker's a good friend of mine, actually. And we just talked literally yesterday in DMs just about YouTuber stuff, YouTuber business. And she's really successful. And she's a really good role model, I think, for successful LawTube channels. And everybody's different. Everybody does their coverage different. I see people in the chat who will say, Andrew, get to the point. Okay, I want my video to be 15 minutes. Still, that's not my style. If you like this style, you like rambling, you like memes, you like going long, you like me talking to everybody, answering everybody, this is a stream for you. You want 15 minutes, you can wait for my clips or watch an Atozi video on the same subject. Can Meet for A66 666 says, this chap sounds like he might be a strong, relaxed, and Special K still knocks. He held up a I'll see if I can find it here. He held up a box that was a certain drug that we confirmed to be still knocks, which is a depressant, right? So essentially it's getting you that sort of like depressant high where like if you're able to stay awake, you're able to stay up, then you get a strong high. Multiple people identified it as that, so it's something that's kind of been outed, and of course he does not have a prescription for that, so that would be a problem indeed. That would definitely be a problem. I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. He holds up the box, so he literally owns himself. Here it is. So here is the drug, right? Let's zoom in here. See, Stilinox, all right? This is, I believe, what's called Zolpidem, right? And you can tell he's zonked out on these pills, and he even holds them up, right? And he talks about taking pills. So yeah, he's definitely on something. Yeah, it's definitely pills. In addition to booze, in addition to everything else. Lee is a new member. Thank you. Imagine Johnny Somali versus CDS. No, we don't need that. We don't need that timeline. Graham and Egg says for 5, does Johnny Somali have to pay tax to North Korea on the money he made on his stream? He should, because I mean that's who he's benefiting. Dolby Zach says it's possible for Johnny Somali to leave. No, he's banned. Yeah, I've said that multiple times, and it's true because he has a travel ban. He cannot leave South Korea until his trial is over and he's served all of his time. Jam John for 10 says, honestly, I want Somali detained. I get that he is committing more crimes than it adds up and worsens his final sentencing, but I hope the internet is rid of his antics in April. I really do too, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that he may get detained, but I think that he's going to act up in court each time. And remember, April will not be his last court date. at a minimum, this is going to go into the summer. So the best case scenario for seeing as little of Johnny as we want is that we go into April, the judge detains him for the whole trial. So the judge says, for this trial, you're detained. So they put him in detention. And so we don't get any information about him when he's in the jail, but we do get coverage when he comes out. That would be the best. That would be the best. How could Hank resist that bod? I know. I mean, the peak femboy. Stephen Campbell said, don't worry about the legal term I sent. I just sent a mental illness defense in Korean characters to troll you. Oh, okay. Got it. Yes. I ignore the trolling, but it triggers me so much. Dr. Donut says, shout out for 5. Shout out to the South Korean police that have to deal with Ramsey on an ongoing basis. Hope the palm prints on their foreheads aren't too red. It's painful. Where was Hank, Johnny's minder? Hank let his pet get away. He was at the hospital or with another dude. I don't know. They were both cheating on each other that night. Let's say it that way. Bama says, we're all trauma bonded over this moron. Adding more is Andrew's therapy and booze fun. If I can do it, only imagine what Andrew needs. I will need a lot of drinks after this. Yeah. And I need to hope it's not too late in Thailand, because in Thailand, they close at midnight. You cannot buy booze after midnight. So I'm going to have a nice relaxing night. I think the next episode of Solo Leveling is out. And we're going to solo leveling and chill tonight, guys. That's what the plan is. Bigfoot says, I adopted a stray cat. He says, hi, cool. Kapakuro says, couldn't they give him house arrest? No, they don't do that in Korea. Why don't you live in Korea anymore? Oh, I love Korea. But I think long-term, for bang for my buck, Thailand has really high quality. I live in one of the best areas of Bangkok, and you can have the same level internet, better accessibility for stuff in English. So it's easier for me to do stuff like finding help workers that I need to do work for me. Let's say I need to do a photo shoot, or let's say I need to plan an event. The cost of living is cheaper. I have a very massive apartment for a fraction of the cost that I pay. My rent in Bangkok is 1/3 of what it was in Seoul, and my apartment is bigger. So you put everything together. And also, I'm from Miami, Florida, so I like warm weather, so Thailand works for me better. But I spend a lot of time in Korea, so I will be there hopefully every year, somewhere between 3 to 6 months in Korea every year. So that's my plan. But yeah, I love it. I love Korea, and I will be there a lot. Sparky Tech Corner says, "Sup, basic mindset. Keep up the good reporting." Yeah, no problem. How will you celebrate his imprisonment? With a strong bottle of soju. Mercenary says, the Karen that hit me is maybe going to court. Oh, well, that's good news. Samurai Hobbit says, why is he not in jail in the recent BS? Isn't public intoxication illegal? Don't you lose your bond privileges? If you commit, there's no bond. Samurai Hobbit, I understand that a lot of people misunderstand this. Korea has no bond. You are presumptively free unless you commit a violent or sexual or drug-related crime. They typically do not detain people. So for his crimes, he doesn't have any violent crimes. They typically don't detain you. And that's what he's been playing with here. And that's why he's been getting away with this. However, they may be fed up with it. And at this point, they may say, we have to put this guy. The judge has, and this is an important legal fact here, the judge has the discretion to do that special detainment. They probably would have to either do one of two things. They'd have to call a special hearing and say, Judge, we need a special hearing before the next court case to lock this guy up. Or they would do it at the next trial, and that's April 9th. So that's in like 2 weeks. So the whole thing is like, we have 2 weeks now. Can they wait 2 weeks before they can like lock this guy up? Probably, right? No one important says, I came here to curse your name, Legal Mindset, for introducing me to that thumbnail picture of Johnny. Now haunts my brains and won't leave. Yeah. And the cabbage, right? The cabbage, the strategic cabbage over the nipple. IC System says, I've only just managed to make it. What has he been up to? I'd love to watch his downfall. Well, you just saw everything. So there you go. TMB says, I suggest making this a movie, but Johnny would like that. Make it on Jack instead. No. We're going, there will be movies about him for sure. That's going to happen. Yeah. Let's see here. I was hoping to write a book about prison. That'd be cool. One of the main things I love about Korea, the food is amazing. I do like the spring and the fall. They have a beautiful change of colors. The cherry blossom season is great. Things are punctual and fast, pale, right? You know, the fast. I love fast culture because everything is fast and prompt. The buses are fast. And the Korea has a good combination of fast and good price, affordable, not cheap, but affordable. And it's good quality. It's good enough quality. So like that's what Koreans get right. You know, other countries will have the cheapest or the highest quality, but it won't be like an affordable price. It'll be like ridiculous. Like Korea has a good mix and the food is amazing. Like I haven't said the food yet. Like it is absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite foods in the world. Right. I want Hanu right now so bad. I want bulgogi so bad. I want a takalbi so bad. I love it. Fact Factor says, I got Somali Simulator, Assassin's Creed Shadows for free. Actually enjoying it, but as a history nerd, I can't excuse the stupidity of white knighting Nobunaga on top of other goofs. Was RK at Ubisoft? Yeah, there were some weird people at Ubisoft for that one. Mercenary says, even the Chaos Gods would say, Johnny, go home. Asian Dragon says, I hate it when he keeps cussing. Gives me a migraine. I agree. Super Christian says, can you plead insanity for not learning Korean? You should. Kerbal says, miss a start, but insanity defense. Oh, you guys are driving me insane. Hold on. For the insanity defense.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Thank you guys for that. Asian Dragon says, I would not play Star Spangled Banner anywhere because I like the North Korean anthem. It is rude to any country in the world. Yes. Jay Velasco says, I'm going to Japan next week for the first time. I hope these nuisance streamers aren't going to ruin the experience. If you see them, if you need to call police, call the police and talk to somebody, get the police there because they are there. And Japan has a real nuisance streamer problem, a serious one, and they need to take it seriously and they need to handle it seriously. And Japan has a bigger problem because they get more tourists than Korea. Brian Keebler says, does South Korea have a drunken public law? No, but they have a public indecency law. So that might be one they could hit. John Cho says, do donations really fund him at this point still with all the bans? Yes, parties do. How can he afford to eat? Hopefully Korea garnishes income. No, parties go to his account, which he can pull out of. So it probably goes to a U.S. account. He doesn't have a Korean bank account. So Korea doesn't have the ability to garnish his wages because it's going through an American account, most likely. Gemma says, they don't take him off the streets. They did. They did take him to the station. Phelan says, make a garbage patch kid for him. No, that's too much credit. Asian Dragon says, police are trained when the person is OD'd. Yes. Hextick says, do you think he'll be reformed after prison? Nope. I don't think he's going to change ever. I think he may get worse. AJ Star Hiker says, is he wearing Hank's hat? The cowboy hat was Hank's. Rolando says for 5, it's to the point where the cabbage farms are too good for him. Forget the safety of others. He needs to be locked away for the greater good. Alfonso Oro said, at this rate, filming and streaming may get banned in these countries. I hope it becomes not banned, but something that's punished more severely. That would be good. Lord Crockflops for 1 month says, is 20 years realistic? If he gets more charges, it would be. But right now, we don't have sufficient charges for 20 years. We don't. Pickle Lips Miguel for 10 says, I need to edit some Phoenix Wright clips and answer all the repeat questions you get. Insanity! Rejected! No insanity. Trump save RK. RK, Trump would no save you! Straight to jail. What is it? The Parks and Rec, straight to jail. Sam, I wish there was a plea for stupidity, then Johnny could just get hit with the book harder. I agree. I've been watching coverage of Johnny Somali since he first got detained. Love this dumpster fire. Keep up the good work. I will, not stop. And Miffy for 50 Danish krona. Thank you. Lenmar for 5 says, are the police allowed to be brutal with offenders? Nope. Nope. They can't do that. But interesting. Jim for 2 Canadians says, I have the Dakalbi in Chuncho. No, I have not. Should I check it out? I'll look it up. Someone take a shovel away. Oh, he loves digging. Sit with it, not sit on it. Ooh, yeah. A Storm Overlord said, caught another excellent live stream. Now I'm blind and nauseous. Thanks, Legal Mindset. You're welcome. Side note, RK self-destruction is mind-blowing. It's crazy. Dragon Live says, in the end, what will happen with this fool and others like him is that people will no longer want to visit their country as tourists. That's very sad. don't be dissuaded from going. Just have a plan. When you know there's a possibility you might run into a nuisance streamer, you have to be prepared, right? You have to be prepared. And just think about what you might do. And that's the best. It's the best solution. Okay. Leo says for 5, if I were accidentally to leave my wallet with ID in my hotel, which is a bad habit in Korea, would they bury me alive? No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Especially if you're reasonable. The Rionzen Paku says, my money's on Ramsey being high off of Hank's self-love rag. Oh, speaking of love rag.
Oh, hell no.
He might get high off that. Cody Andrew for 10 says, Johnny and John Somali introduced to me to your content, but I'm around to stay. Your content's not much. Thank you so much. I will say, guys, I'm not always going to cover Johnny Somali, and I know there's like 8,000 of you watching today because of Johnny Somali live, and there's going to be 100,000 views in the clips of this. I know you guys like Somali content, and I know some people are not going to stick around for stuff as I change topics. I will do my best to keep to interesting topics and giving you an objective, but also fun, entertaining, and educational coverage, and there's going to be a pause to this, and I am going to cover other things. In fact, there's a huge story which I think is going to break tomorrow or the next day, and I'm under a confidentiality to not talk about it, but it is huge if it's true, and it's going to hit then. It's massive, and it's not related to Ramsey at all. So I am going to cover other stuff, and I do hope you enjoy, and I do hope some of you stick around for my other coverage, and you're not going to be disappointed. Miffy for 50 Danish kroner says, I wonder, since Ramsey was streaming and getting donations from them, does that mean he's even more trouble? He could be, but they need to actually charge him. And I am getting a little frustrated with the police because they could charge him, but they haven't gone certain routes yet. Now we've seen the deep fakes, but I want to see more. I want to get more that is against Ramsey Khalid Ismail. Mercenary says, Logan Paul started this crap. I tagged you one cop in the restaurant. You need to see it. The beard is really sus. Okay, I'll take a look. Lemar says, hello, Andrew. I say we send Johnny Somali to the Squid Games. Nero says, Ramsey makes it difficult for Niroj007 for 5.99 euros. Says he makes it difficult to remember redemption is a path for everyone. Hopefully prison breaks his attention addiction. Here's my philosophy. Everybody can have redemption if they earn it, right? You need to earn my redemption. I'm sorry, right? Like, what is I think I just made up this one. This is one that's like mine. Like Jesus forgives, but I don't forget. Okay. And you in your religion or whatever else, and whether or not you're absolved in the eyes of God is one thing, but inside eyes of man, in the eyes of me, I am not obliged by any marker to treat you as if you have no past. I don't know who you are, and I don't know your character, right? And I'm not going to treat you if I know you've been lying, if I know you're a person that's deceitful. That's how you are, right? A lot of these people, these streamers who commit wild defamation, I will never, ever take them seriously because of things they said. Ever. Right? Period. Also, oh, cool. Steve Ghazni, my good friend, said for 2, we'll do another 4-man stream. Yes, at some point we will do that, Ghazni. At some point we will, my good friend. Paul Paulson for 5.99 says, did jail probability for RKI rise last night? Estimate percentage? Will we make an online cabbage party when he goes to jail? Oh, it's going to be a great party. Grace for 5 says, can Hank's parents force Hank to leave Arcade to do his own case? Yes. Hank is what we call a silver spoon. He has no money of his own. He doesn't work. If his parents, his mom is very wealthy, very wealthy. If she decided to cut him off, he would have to kick out Ramsey. He has no money of his own. So yes, his parents could do that. I don't know whether people have actually pressured them or not, but yeah, it is possible. Slim Booter for 5 says his address is where he's staying, should be given all businesses in the area to refuse any deliveries. I mean, at this point, people are putting out his address everywhere. Anthony says, I say automatic self-defense when you defend yourself against a nuisance streamer. Ryobi says, honestly, I was worried he didn't get any sleep. He's yelling and crying like a manlet. I suggest he listens to the sweet sound of chin music. 1, 2, 3. Super Christian Me World says, Legal Mindset, every time I try to give him a chance of redemption, he disappoints me more and more. 6 months and he can't learn a freaking language. Not even the basics, like the difference between Miguk, Miguk Saram. That's a U.S. person. So he should say, Miguk Saram, like that's himself, not Bigo. He keeps saying Bigo. Like, and you know why you know what? I just figured it out. I know why Ramsey mispronounces things. He mispronounces things because he's learning from Hank. He's getting Korean lessons from Hanky Poo, possibly in a love hotel, right? And that's no better than learning from he's learning from someone who speaks horrible Korean according to Koreans. Every Korean I know says, for a Korean, once again, foreigners are a different standard, right? We don't know Korean off the bat, but he's a Korean. He should know Korean. His Korean is bad. And every Korean that I know is like, yeah, it's real bad. Sleepy Rogue says, not sure who I got that membership from, but thanks. Yeah, cool. Stephen Campbell said someone maybe said this already, but maybe they want him free to get more charges and jail time because the punishment will make an example. Maybe, but giving him the device that he can call and taking him seriously when he calls, I mean, I don't know, guys. I think that, look, the police may have had a reason. Maybe we're not seeing their mystical reasoning, but it's kind of showing them the foolishness of that because he was prank calling them a lot. So even though they can track him, the prank calls are a problem. Curveball for 499 says, how quickly do you think a round of charges is coming? How drunk and high was he? There may be. I think there's going to be something, at least some minor crimes maybe coming out of this, but there's got to be something coming out. If there's nothing, then I think it's a failure of the justice system in the Eastern District. And I think the Eastern District is too light if they don't charge him. Norbert Frolik says, unbelievable how a Roman salute can have such a comeback worldwide 80 years after the horror of World War II. People need to be educated. Just a shame. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. But once again, that is Ramsey and that is Hank. Michael Turner for 5 says, Ramsey Khalid Ismail's type of person. Why places like Eloise are sorely needed today. Skyrim Skirmer for 50 Swedish krona. Says, do people have to press charges for the prosecutor to act on the minor crimes? No. The police can act independently. Yes, they can act independently, and they have plenty of evidence from the footage. Jim Dawson for 5 says, South Korea is very sensitive about exposed skin, even when you go swimming. Yes, but that doesn't mean it's a crime. Just because they're culturally sensitive doesn't mean it's criminal. Understand the difference? Zero-san says, can Korea detain him until the next trial? They would detain him at the next trial. So April 9th. Most likely, if they do it, they'll do it then. Most likely. Super Christian says, can you plead insanity for not learning Korean? I think I got that one before. He's trying to swat everyone to call police. Yes. Jordan says, Ramsey is making my paralysis demon need therapy. Law Iyer says, kick change is coming on date. YouTube ads walk past. Yes, kick is never gonna change, and it's bad enough already. Boomer's Life gave 1 legal mindset membership. Also, Dr. Donut became a YouTube member. Thank you. Somebody said, here to stay, way past RKR. Keep it up. Thank you, guys. Marshall Jed Cooper says, do you want to condom all the insanity plea ideas? Keek says, do you think anything could happen to his buddy Hank? Yes. So someone said aiding and abetting for Hank. Hextix is aiding and abetting. It's possible if they convict him of more severe crimes. They need to get him on severe crimes so they can get Hank for aiding and abetting. And if they can do that, like for example with crypto, and they can get him in on the crypto scheme or something else, right? That would be good. Dolby Zach says, getting into U.S. college taught me to respect American culture. That's cool. And life abroad. It helped bridge the gap between the educated and uneducated on both sides. P.S. Don't expect much from Japan Expo. Oh no, I am gonna go to the World Expo in Japan in Osaka. I'm not expecting much. I love to visit Osaka. It's just an excuse to go. Honestly, it's $30. It's not a big deal. Fat Factor for 5 says, Hanks tattoos the Korean dictionary on Johnny and puts the words in RKI's mouth. That's why RKI speaks Korean like he has a Johnny in his mouth. Oof. He speaks Korean. Yeah, not at all. Super Christian Me World says he did that twerking in Africa. He'd get graped. Not cheap for 29. Thank you. Asian Dragon says, like me, I cannot forgive him when he lied after the public apology in Japan. The grudge virus will be forever with me that cannot cure. Yes. And he disrespected the judge. He disrespected Japan after making a fake apology. Cody Trickster for 20 says, can someone tell me the Seoul police have been given Mr. Ishmael more than enough rope? They have given him so much rope, and he has continued to hang himself like he has a self-asphyxiation fetish. Don Pete says, imagine you need a Tard Wrangler and it's Hank.
Emotional damage.
When your Wrangler is worse than you. Good Mandu in Suwon. Yes, really. I also like the Napchak Mandu in Daegu. In Daegu, they have Napchak Mandu. They're flat Mandu. That's one of my favorite Mandu. If you ever have a chance to eat the Daegu Mandu, they're really great. They're good for lunch. The waffles for 15 Malaysian ringgit. Yeah, I checked his party account, and apparently the dude's account is suspended. The airsoft bid is going to really sting him. He got suspended. They suspended him to cover his ass, apparently. So I expect he'll be back in a week or two. So don't count your chickens right now. Gemma said for 5, authorities allowed him to do this by not detaining him. Having a hard time feeling sorry for them. Sorry, lock him up or get this behavior. Yeah. I can understand that point. Kathy Swamp Queen, Johnny Somali's mother, I should have sworn.
No. Wait.
You got me on that one. Western Bodies says, can I plead insanity, by the way? Cabbage Brain. It was bad to watch. Ryobi said, and sweet chin music, I mean Shawn Michaels kicking Ramsey into the stratosphere because he needs some sleep. Yes. Ninja Vestos for $4.99 says, his crash out is insane. I feel violated watching this. He's insane and begging to have the maximum sentence. Yes. And there's cases in which the maximum sentence is called for. You could go to the prosecutor can argue that there are reasons why you have this. In some cases, call for this. And in a case where a person is having a crazy night and he's ending up like this at the end of the night, this face which is going to haunt your dreams, people that are going to sleep anytime soon. This person needs the maximum penalty. This whatever the hell this is needs a max penalty. Sorry. That's why it's there. At this point, putting him in jail would be compassion. Capalot says, if he was in my country, he'd get shanked in the first 10 minutes. It's Indonesia. Yes. It still surprises me that South Koreans have low patience. They're very kind and polite people. Lu Liao 4 says, this shows that Johnny has no redeeming values. It's typically harder to be fat when you're smaller, and he still managed to put on excessive weight. Exactly. And he's still a fatty. It's because he's eating takeout and unhealthy food at home. He's eating fried chicken from the convenience store. It's not good for you. I ate Yankees for 5 says, how much worse do you think it'll get before they charge Hank? I don't know. I think Hank is taking a lot of flack now and he's getting a lot of exposure. I think Hank is made himself visible. I think the one thing about Hank, you got to understand, Hank is Korean. So the punishment for Hank is that Hank will never be employable in Korea. Hank will never be able to get a job in Korea. No one will hire him. And remember, he can't come to America, and he's going to flee to the CCP, to PRC, the People's Republic of China, because he's a huge simp for China now. But they're not going to like him. They're probably going to kick him out quickly as well at some point. He's not going to get a job in China. It's just not going to work out for Hank in the long run. He's going to be a ward of his family forever, really. He's going to be a complete loser. Species 316 gifted 20 legal mindset memberships. Yes. Yeah, we have almost 350 memberships. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate that so very much. Thank you for all the base gifters today. Kirdna says for 10, I think legal mindset alluded to it, but I call Korean societies high trust. Yes. Japan and Korea are both high trust societies, very high trust. I left my debit card at a cafe and I came back and nobody touched it the next day. I'm not kidding. It was like they probably couldn't use it because they didn't have my PIN, but still nobody even touched it. Isn't that crazy? The police in court are going to have given the benefit of the doubt until they don't. Yep. Amanda Main says the best part of him ran down his mama's leg. Really hard to understand how he wasn't the fastest swimmer. Oof. Unhinged Valkyrie for 10. Thank you. Getting us towards that big
emotional damage.
Thank you. And I know my clips are loud. I'll work on getting them a little quieter. Electric Messiah for $4.99 says, need to start a pool on how many times Arcad will stream him selling, him committing crimes for April. I think he's done. The only other place he can stream is Rumble. So if he goes to Rumble, he may be able to stream there. But he's really not well monetized there. So I don't know how that'll work out for him. But he really is running out of platforms. Soldier Gigas 14 says, in my humble opinion, if you permit me, 5 years would be too kind for all he did in Japan and Korea. I know, but they got to sentence him only for what he did in Korea, although they can factor in the fact that he wasn't sorry in Japan, but they can't give him more time than he's up for. Right now, he only has 10 years maximum, so they can't give him more than 10 years. I know people want to say 200 or 100 or 30, but it's not possible to give him 30 right now, unless you add more charges, and we don't have those yet. We could, but we don't have them yet. Mears 210 says, Dear Soul Parliament, amend the rules on nuisance streamers that are waiting for trial. It's painful to watch. Yeah. Adam Gerville says, can each prank call be its own charge? Yes, it could be. Now, they could do it together as a whole, but I would make it separate because, well, I'm going to say it. We're at 2 hours. Fuck this guy. Seriously. Fuck this guy. Natalie Braithwaite says, laughing my ass off, the cop has disappointed parent energy. I know. And that usually works on responsible people, but he is parentless. So he had parents, but they've disowned him. Not sure for 2 says he needs some Brondo. Dr. Dre Light says at this point the cops are saving him from himself. I can't even read this. Can he be committed to a Korean insane asylum? No. He doesn't meet the requirements. Willie Pierce says, I was wondering if you would pick up his arrest. Yeah, no, I covered it. Virt Fox says RKI will end up in a penetrational facility. Oh, I got it. Penetrational facility. Oh, no. Penetration.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, that's bad. Would you consider Johnny Somali a sociopath? Yes, for sure. And a narcissist, a peak narcissist. He is a classic narcissist. Arheba says, can RKA plead insanity? What's the next trial? April 9th. No one says that. Well, that is what he wanted. Wish granted. Yeah, he wanted the police to be called. The police were called. Jopie for 200 Swedish kroner says 2 questions. First, what happened if Hank decides to give him Johnny and kick him out? So question number 1, he would have to find somewhere else to live. Either he has to pay for a hotel or a hostel, or he needs to get real cozy with the homeless people. Number 2, can you guess, even if it's a small emphasis on being wild, when he'll start his prison sentence? Probably in the fall or early next year. So fall or early next year. Silbury says, audio affix wisdom. Less rope is more fun. Oh, no. Cannot condone that. Cannot condone that. Ty Arlashon, welcome as a new member. Siberain for 18 months. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate you. Letmar says for 5, do you think that police drug tested him? I do think they drug tested him. Yes. And we may get charges out of that. If the results come back in a day or 2, that would be interesting. Asian Dragon says, can I get an anime girl who did not? Oh, you need an F word? An anime girl? Yeah, I got you. An anime girl F word. I got you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Someone sent me a better version of that. I haven't uploaded it yet. I did get it, so don't get mad at me. Digital TA for 5 says, hey, sorry for the delay. I had to buy a pop filter for the audio, but you now have in your email tagged on X the promised emotional cabbage. Oh, Riri. Thank you so much for that. Let's see if I can download that quick enough and get that uploaded to my studio. If I can get that uploaded to my studio right now, that would be cute. Okay, I'll read some more super chats. Thank you for that so much. Rahiba says, is there a possibility they rush his case because of what's happening? Thanks for the member gifts. My second time. Cool. And thank you to all the based gifters. They're not going to rush his case. What they might do is they might call a special hearing to detain him. That's possible, but they're not going to rush the judge and the prosecutor. No. Andrew Dale for 5 says, not only going to catch the full live, but also just finished putting together an incline bench. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did my my upper body sets yesterday. I used to be in the gym 5 days a week in America, so 5 or 6 days in a week. But when I went to Asia, it got cold in Korea and I fell off. And in Thailand, I was traveling too much, being lazy. But I made a commitment to myself to at least 4, if not 5 days a week, I should go to the gym. So I've been doing that very consistently. So I'm trying to drop I'm tall, so like 10 kilograms. I don't want to have that Ramsey body, you know? Like if seeing Ramsey is like ultimate exercise inspiration. No one wants that body. All right, let me see. Did this emotional cabbage work? Oh, let me see this. Does this work?
Emotional cabbage.
Thank you. I got to do a voiceover for that. Thank you for that. That's cool. My fans are the best. They put together stuff quick. Asian Dragon 456, $1.99. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Jalen on Thomas says, you think Hank's going to bail him out? Hank always bails him out, but there's no bail. Hank, when I say bail him out, Hank goes there and talks to the police. Hank literally, and once again, this is not a hyperbole, but Hank literally went to police once he woke up from his, whatever he was doing, and told he was George Floyd. So Hank has always been there for him to do stuff like that. Cat G3000 said, good morning, Andrew. I know it's 11:53. Just catching. Hey, good to see you. Dr. Donut says, curious, does the U.S. Embassy in Korea or the State Department keep a file? I'm sure they do now. Thanks for your coverage, Sport from Korea. Oh, thank you so much. Kamsahamnida. I look forward to being back in Korea, and much love to all my Korean viewers, and much love to all the Korean news channels that translate my coverage. You are happy to do that anytime, and I'm happy for you to use my coverage, all of you. Dolby Zach for 10 says, the judicial system has tended to show undue leniency towards foreigners. Yes, South Korea shows a lot of leniency, and their typical solution is just to deport people. This is rare because they didn't just deport him. Because typically they would just deport him. It's really crazy. All right. So with that, we'll give one more. I think we got to give one more view to this video because this video is just so good. Once again, tonight was best summarized by this video, which it's on my X, it's on my Twitter. You guys check it out. But
Okay. Whoa!
Johnny's life is wiped out on the floor right now. It's an absolute fucking mess. And tonight Johnny was watching us. He always watches my streams. He's banned on Party. So you know that Johnny was doing some hardcore coping and seething. But before we rock with that, real quick, Andrew, I need some Pippa toes to regain my sanity after watching RKI. Smash the chat. You paid me $20. I'll give you some Pippa. Where's some Pippa? Oh my gosh. I have so many VTuber clips. It's really hard. It's hard. Okay, yeah, this is what you want.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Oh yeah.
VTuber fans, the most unhinged. Let's see here. Oh, also, not sure says Legal Vice would be so mad. Legal Vices hated Ramsey, hated Johnny Somali. Milan Ninja 06 says, if you want Mortal Kombat Quake Halo type announcer for emotional cabbage, I'd offer my voice for free. Yeah. If you want to record a clip and we can pair that with the cabbage, that will work out. Yeah, for sure. Send me a little voice clip. We can use that. If you give me permission to release that, to use it, that'd be awesome. Yeah, sure. I'm open to it. Andrew Esquire live at gmail.com. Legal Vice would be mad. Yeah, he'd be pissed. All right, guys, let's leave it with Ramsey and what they're doing tonight. Because we know they are.
You are coping the seething. You just can't believe what you're seeing. It's you coping the seething. The truth it is all day, and now you are more than you.